the whole thing.
Started?
Yeah.
The repetitive motion of the brush against the cold stone of the monastery floors could not be more tedious to you, Wong.
Oh.
Why brush the same room 3 times when you know that you'll have to do it twice more after supper? The Shining Hand Monastery was brutal to you when you first entered it many years ago, but this seems especially sadistic. You look around the room to check and make sure it's empty before readjusting your crouched, aching legs, before you're suddenly interrupted by a loud thump on the door. Your stance needs work. Be solid as the earth. Your knees will buckle and quake like the mighty plates that hold our world together. So too must your legs be the foundation you build your own temple from. Now crouch!
I take a half squat.
Core, the day is long, and the damp, heavy wooden baskets filled with sweaty, putrid robes of your new fellow monks hang on the large wooden beams suspended from across your back. On a normal walk, the river is a brisk 45 minutes away. These past few days, in this seemingly endless, thundering downpour, Carbo expects to get his robe back in 30 minutes. The baskets getting heavier and heavier with each drop landing in the large buckets. You suddenly feel a mighty crack across your back. Straighten up! Your posture must be as firm and strong-willed as a mountain. Your sorry state looks more like a mudslide. Now what do you think Helen Ray would do if she saw you lazing about like that? Now march! And you wipe your forehead, not knowing if it's sweat from the heat of the kitchen or condensation from the massive cauldron of soup you find yourself leaning over, laboriously stirring this simply unstimulating concoction. Potatoes. Leeks. Garlic. You suddenly start to feel yourself get lost in the small vortex in the pot you're creating. Rosemary. Thyme. Tanglefoot root. 3 crushed worms. A harpy's feather. Shavings of a beholder's eye stalk.
I hope this is not food.
And finally, you look up and the monastery is gone. A deep, powerful voice cuts through the sound of the arcane mixture bubbling below you. The Talisman of Mogus. You're in the old sanctum. His old sanctum. You look down.
He's high.
Both of your arms gone back to the way they were before, now glowing with enchantments and runes written from a mystical quill on the desk. The smell of strange chemicals and musty tomes would be off-putting to any normal man. But to you, you're home. Your old master, Icarus, standing before you, looking as cunning and lively as ever. The man who put the con in conniving. Freshly trimmed beard, red-hued skin, horns finely sharpened to just barely show over his jet black hair. The time has finally come. After today, the power inside of you will awaken. All thanks to this. He holds up a talisman on a long chain, golden, in the shape of a minotaur's head with long, pointed horns. He lets the talisman drop into the bubbling concoction below you. The moment it hits the liquid, the eyes of the minotaur flash a sharp red and steam begins to fly out of the nostrils. It seeps slowly into the thick, dark green mixture. The mixture is unstable now. One touch of it and any number of things could happen. Almost none of them good. When it is cooled, the metamorphosis will begin, and you will be reborn as the man you were meant to be. Suddenly, the ringing of bells echoes through the nearby chamber door. Icarus curses an infernal and starts rushing around the sanctum in a flurry, vanishing from place to place in an instant, gathering up a large pile of books, beakers, other magic paraphernalia around in front of the cauldron. He touches the tips of his thumbs together, creates a cone. A swirling fire vortex erupts from his hands, completely encompassing the small pile before you. Suddenly, a loud erupts from down in the corridor. Icarus looks to you and says, "The time is now. Grab the talisman!" The metal barred door leading into the room you're in slowly starts to rise. "In the name of Imix, come out!" Icarus runs up to you and puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Remember our words. The world is your mark. Now it's time to make yours." Swallowing your breath, you plunge your arm into the boiling, rotten mixture. The pain is indescribable. Burning, withering, melting, changing. After a moment, the pain subsides and soon becomes a strange tingling sensation. Moments from passing out, you look up from the cauldron and see Icarus face down on the floor in front of you, with 3 hooded figures standing before you with iron armor emblazoned with a glowing hot red symbol. They approach you. "Where is the talisman, boy?" You unearth your arm from the mixture and a bright flash of colors blinds you. The only thing you can hear through the ringing and the screams of terror and anguish of the 3 men in the sanctum. The room around you begins to shake. Your whole body begins to shake. Your arm begins to shake. Hey, come on. Dinner's gonna be ready soon. I don't want you falling asleep and tumbling into my soup. So you continue with the stew in front of you, getting a bowl ready and heading towards the dining hall, where you see Kor and Wall sitting at a table. What would you like to do?
Applaud?
Guys, I had just the most epic flashback ever.
Oh,
Had nothing to do with it. Sorry.
Flashback.
No,
My
I don't
legs
say that.
hurt.
I don't say that.
I hate it here.
yeah. I figured when we would wander in, I figured when we came here, we would have had some notion of being done soon-ish. And we've been here for... How long have we been here for?
About half of it.
We've been here for like 3.5 days.
Yeah, I didn't expect us to be starting so low on the totem pole here, but I also didn't expect to join the cast here,
Ranks.
staff here.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect to get my ass handed to me, but that happened.
Yeah, that probably didn't help the totem pole thing.
Yeah.
A man can only do so much laundry for another person.
Mm-hmm. You think that's bad? I've cleaned the same room 25 times. I don't even know what my own house looks like anymore. It just looks like that room.
You have a house?
Do I have a house?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
It's canon now.
Well, long and the short of it, I think it's half past time for us to have made some sort of
Progress.
plan.
I've been thinking about that.
Oh,
I have a.
We're whispering, by the way, if we're surrounded by other cultists.
The room is starting to fill now that people
Okay.
have heard that dinner is ready. You guys sit in front of you with your large bowl of potato soup, which I totally had to look up ingredients for, by the way. I get some weird Google search
Is
results.
there actual feathers and crap in it, or was that just part of the flashback?
That was part of the flash.
Okay, I was like, are we eating nasty ass?
No, that was what we call a scene transition.
Transition, I got you.
I didn't have a cross dissolve to put in there, so I mixed it up with a swirl.
See, I'm about that visual. I gotta see them transitions.
No, but yeah, people are arriving for their evening supper.
Okay.
So I'm not disguised, right? I'm just.
We're wearing the mask and hood
I'm
still?
wearing the hood and gloves.
That's up to you guys.
Well, you're still a...
I would
Another
prefer to have been using my disguise kit so I don't have to use my second level spell to polymorph myself all the time.
I think that's fair, but if you're going to be covering yourself with makeup, next time you go back into town, you're probably going to have to buy some more.
Okay.
Having been here like a half a week?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I've been thinking about that a lot, partially because I'm starting to run out of disguise kit
Yeah.
ingredients, as I just checked my DM pouch.
Blush is starting to look a little...
Originally, we were here to get a target off of our back.
Correct.
At least that's what we were here for, Core. I know you had a bit of an
Slightly more vengeful idea.
Right.
was
So I think
indeed the original plan, but
I think I might have an idea that will accomplish both of those goals.
Oh.
I think if we can persuade the powers that be to entrust the hunting of us and you
to us,
to us.
not a bad plan. The only thing besides that, which is brilliant, and I'm 100% on board, I would also like to see. I'd need to. So remember when we learned a little bit about River Guard?
Yes.
I know it has a better garden.
Well, it is actually a point of interest for myself. So I need to find, I'd like before we leave to get at least some information, see what they know. But once I acquire something useful, I'm 100% on board.
Are you
here's
interested in the
another thought.
crushing wave or just the place of River?
Let's just say I have history with the crushing wave.
I
Interesting.
also have I have a desire to
They took
meet
something from
these Feathergale Knights. I think
Indeed.
that we could. I think that I would have some common interest with them, and perhaps we could ally ourselves with them, making a forceful ally to help us with these monastery folk. But so we have two options of places to go. Here's my thought: if we can, and I'm not sure how to do this yet, but if we can convince either, oh dang it, what was her name? Helen?
Helen Ray.
Helen Ray. Or the one that she's kind of got a quarrel going with, Corbin?
Carbo.
Carbo.
Qarbo.
That is not how I spelled that.
We could use their rivalry to our advantage to get them perhaps making Helen Ray, or making Carbon think that Helen Ray had a really good idea to assign us to do this job, but she didn't want to trust Carbon with the decision. Maybe he'll get angry and just be like, "Oh, well, I'm in charge. Go do it." We could say that the ones that they have been searching for, us,
Right.
back in Red Larch, they've been sighted in Rivergale.
River Guard.
Riverguard. Or it's been known that they have allied with the Feathergale Knights. Personally, I think that it would be more likely to say they've been sighted in Rivergale.
Guard.
Riverguard.
Sure you don't want a notepad?
I have the notes, I just don't read them.
I mean, this is
Riverguard.
Oh, college.
If we can convince them that we are the ones to send on the way, and they trust the entire mission to us and say they're in Riverguard, we're gonna go there, then we've accomplished two things. We get to leave this place. We obviously aren't strong enough to take down the entire monastery, and I don't think that's really what we need to do right now.
No.
We could leave, and if they've entrusted it to us, that means that they're not sending anyone else out. At least for a while.
Judging on what I know about the crushing wave so far, and having learned how strong the monastery actually is, if I were to compare the two in terms of organizations, are they of
If
equal
he was to
standard
rate
or
their
is one?
challenge,
Are they like of equal threat to us, or would I not know that?
So here's the thing. You guys are, I'm gonna metagame. You guys are experienced players. There is a ranking system to which one to go to first and which one to go to last. I threw that out the window.
Okay.
You guys are
good.
smart. You guys can play well.
alright, Cor,
Okay.
what can you tell us about Riverguard
Well,
and the crashing wave?
there's not much that I actually know.
I'm gonna have all three of you actually make a quick investigation check.
First of the night.
What are we investigating?
I'll let you know if you roll high.
18.
4.
18.
Okay.
I
Wong's-
investigate my
Wong's-
soup.
He's eating the soup. It's got
So-
feathers in it.
In the course of your time being here, you've noticed that the cult of the Black Earth, as they've been known to call themselves, or the Sacred Stone Monks, however you'd like to say it.
Oh, they're the same people?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then she'll do it.
They seem to have much more of a quarrel with the Feathergale Knights than they do with the cult of the Crashing Wave. So, there's beef, but it's an keep your enemies, or keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer type deal. Like, they have it out for the Feathergale Knights, and you've heard of them attacking each other, but you haven't heard of them actually going into combat with any members of the Riverguard Keep.
Would we be able to decipher whether or not the Feathergale Knights would be a threat to the Crushing Wave as well, or the River Guard, or like have they like mentioned something like that?
It's not something that would be privy to the information, or I'm sorry, it's not something that would be privy to the people that you got the information from, so
Okay.
probably not.
Okay.
You know the relationships of the organization that you're in right now. You do not know how they feel about each other.
All we know is that they hate Feathergale Knights, and they have some kind of feeling towards the Crushing Wave.
They're not happy with them.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Sure.
Over the couple of days, roughly how many people, unique people, have we seen? Like, what are the numbers that the Stone Monastery is? It like pretty high? Is it sort of low?
As far as humans go,
Sure.
you've seen about a dozen or so humans. I'm sorry, 14 humans, like 12 regular monks, and also Carbo and Helen Ray.
Okay.
There are 6 Duragar that are also part of the keep. They're not part of the Way of the Sacred Stone,
Okay.
but they're almost on guard duty. Like, they eat with them, they dine with them, but they live in the monastery.
They're like the Swiss Guard for the Vatican history. Or
Sure.
if you guys don't know that, then
Nope.
I'll take back everything I just said.
All right.
All right. Well,
There is also some unknowns. You guys have not explored every part of the Sacred Stone Monastery. Specifically, the rooms to I believe they're to your east. Yes.
yeah.
The 2 rooms to your far east, and you're not quite sure what the staircase leading down near the
Downstairs.
center is.
And I believe this is where we fought Helen Ray, correct?
That's the
That
dojo
room?
that you fought Helen Ray.
Okay, and have we been in this garden?
Yep, that's a standard garden. There's some shrubbery, there's some like nicer looking like ferns and stuff like that, but it's also greenery for
What are the
vegetables.
stars?
The stars on here are also statues?
The stars are statues of some sort, yes.
Okay.
Typically, some type of like winged beast, like a gargoyle. But
Like
you have,
a gargoyle, or is it a gargoyle?
well, it is a gargoyle, but they're different in appearance. Like, some of them are more like a harpy,
Oh, okay.
but they're all like stone statues
I just had a thought.
in the garden.
Okay. So we had our fight. Are we ever allowed in the dojo? Can I have wandered into
like
the
training
dojo
or something
at
like
one
that?
point?
Yes, training is a daily routine.
Oh god.
Ooh, okay, cool. And
Level 5!
Immediately, I want to go downstairs before training today.
For many people, training is not a luxury; it's a
Punishment?
punishment.
Oh god.
may I, if I may, if I can tweak my past 3 days, I have now relished any chance I can get to swing some things. So I volunteered like once for training.
Okay. Each time you've gone up against other members of the monastery,
Yeah?
not Helen Ray.
Okay. That's what I was hoping
You've
for.
had not much trouble taking down some of the other members of the monastery.
Sure.
It's mostly been hand-to-hand combat,
Sure.
and Helen Ray's been supervising.
So
It seems like she singled you 3 out because you seemed like the new recruits.
here's my question. Last time I was in there, I saw some nunchucks.
Okay, I was literally gonna ask the same thing.
Yes.
Were I say to try during training to pocket one, how successful would I have been?
That would be a sleight of hand.
Probably
The
be
past
killed.
3 days?
Yeah.
That would be a slight thing. But I feel like people would notice it's
Make-
missing.
The thing is that when there are people in here, there's like 5 or 6 people in here.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could try it, and I'm not going to stop you from trying it.
Is it just like sitting there on a stand, like in the middle of, or like around
There's
the room?
weapons
Could I
racks.
could I
Okay.
help him by like when he takes it? I could minor illusion that
So-
they're still there.
Oh,
Is there any... Before we go any further, is there anything else you guys wanted to discuss at the Great Hall?
oh,
Yes, I really do want to know what the
Crushing Wave.
what can you tell us about them? Because my thing is, sorry,
Like,
my
I
thing
promise
is
we're gonna
that
get back to that.
Okay.
my thing is that I think that that's where we need to go,
Mm-hmm.
and if we can put this whole Sacred Stone Monastery on hold by saying, hey, we'll take care of these guys. We'll have to figure out how to do that because obviously we haven't proven our muscle.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe we can still prove it that the three of us together
Right.
can take some
And
stuff.
I'll have nunchucks by then.
Right, now
Hopefully.
I have reasons to see the Feathergale Knights. I don't know much about them, but I want to know what you know about the Crushing Wave first.
Well, I don't know much more about the Crushing Wave than you do. The experience that I've had with them is that they have not only taken something from me, but also someone. And I'm not exactly comfortable divulging into that part of it right now.
Kidnapped or killed?
Killed, unfortunately. And kidnapped, actually, now that I think about it.
I'm very
Wow.
sorry for you.
Well, yes, thank you. That's where I was before I ran into you lot. But essentially, I managed to kill one of them before I was taken by these people. So I'd like to know their relationship with the Crushing Wave as well.
Then perhaps since we would be going and trying to make a common ally against the Sacred Stone Monastery, then perhaps the Feathergale Knights would be where to start, since we would be going to them with neutral intentions and also like, hey, we also hate the Sacred Stone Monastery.
So your idea is to
My
perhaps
idea is to
see the Feathergale Knights, if they're cool, join up with them
Try
and
to
then
befriend
have
them.
them as allies against both or either the Crushing Wave and the Sacred Stone Monastery.
Right, and I'm not sure, but I might have a friend in the Feathergale Knights. I'm not sure.
Interesting. I learn everything more and more about you two, don't I?
Yes, eventually it's going to be very
I'm turning
difficult.
into Jester.
Eventually it's going to be very difficult working together if none of us talk about anything
Or
that we
backstory.
know.
I just kind of randomly blab my backstory, so, whatever.
I honestly don't know if my friend is in the Feathergale Knights, but I have a clue that she might be.
There's some sort of association then.
Right, but if we go there, she doesn't know me. She knows someone else.
You disguised yourself, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is sort of what you
It's
do.
kind
It's
of
kind
what
of
I
your
do.
thing.
It's been my longest con.
Okay.
It's been my longest con, so we'd have to go there under the guise of me being this other fella.
Okay.
If she's there, I don't even know. But either way, I think that since you want it all out for the Crashing Wave, it's not likely that we'll want to be friends with them. So I think we should go to the Feathergale Knights. And they are in a location that I was told.
They are at. I'm sorry.
I thought that was the
Feathergale
music.
Spire.
The Feathergale Spire.
Well, that's neat.
You do not know the direct location of it at this time.
Well, we could find that out when
All
we
we
when
know
we say,
is-
like, we want to take on
Well,
this.
So, what? Based on them talking about the Feathergale and all that they hate them, we know. I believe you said that they're north of this location.
What, but guys, like, wouldn't the monks know where the Feathergale Spire is?
Right, but I mean, like, based on what we know from the monks and everything right now, do we know
Your
where?
information is inconclusive.
So we don't know where the attacks have been happening.
You know where the attacks have been happening, but you don't know where the Feathergale.
But where were the attacks happening? Is it north from the monastery?
Yeah,
like up
like
this way.
northwest-ish.
This,
Yeah.
Okay, so
They weren't on
the
monastery grounds. They were like in the hills.
in the Somber Hills.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I really wanted to know.
All right.
So I assume it's in that direction.
Probably, but I think we could find a more precise location if we talk to the powers that be. So, DM question, in our time here, have I or we been able to discover who is in charge of saying, okay, you have this mission, go out and do it?
That seems to be mostly related to Helen Ray.
Not
Ray,
Carbo?
Carbo seems to be more the priest
Okay.
that guides the activities around here. Helen Ray gives the orders.
Interesting. Everything, also, just having snooped around a little bit, based on like where we've been so far, is this place mainly like everything in terms of training and everything, mainly physical fighting kind of stuff, or do they have like people who do any kind of magic or enchanting?
The monks that are in training seem to be just that, monks. They have the same abilities
As
that
Wong.
Wong would have.
Okay.
However, Carbo does seem to be displaying some sort of magic intuition. You get the same vibe from him that you would get from Caxton.
But just Carbo.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. Okay then.
Cool. I think we should go to Carbo. And I think that we should show him this, and I show the feather, the hippogriff feather. Because this really is from the Feathergale Knights.
Right.
And if he can possibly use this to determine their location, or perhaps he already knows their location, we can say, look, we want to take out the spies from Red Larch. They've been spotted. We've heard that they've
Nearby.
been spotted in the Feathergale Spire,
Ah.
I'll take that.
and we want to be we want to take charge of taking them out. We want
Sorry, I
to
didn't
prove
recognize
our worth.
There you go.
We want to prove our worth to the cult of the Black Earth.
Yeah.
That was the wrong word, but I was close.
That was correct.
That's right.
They go by both, apparently.
Black Earth.
Okay.
Or
That's what I think we should do. But I've really been wondering what's downstairs. So
Interesting.
let's go and do that just
Is
now.
the downstairs area something that, like, having
Can you
walked
just
around
walk
through
down
the
there?
week, is it something we can just walk down into, or is it
Take
guarded?
a look at the map. There is a door that leads in there, and you have seen people fetching water from down there in small buckets. But
Would it be unusual for someone to go down there, or is it a casual kind of?
at this time, probably, because supper's just ended. Some people are getting ready for their evening duties.
Let's go to talk to Carbo first. Let's get some answers here.
Based on our routine that we've started here in terms of chores and training and everything, is there something coming up after dinner that we need to know about?
Alright, you lot!
Fuck.
Weapons training. I want you.
Me. I volunteer.
Is this Hardbone?
This is Helen Ray.
Helen, right?
I volunteer.
Did you point to all three of us?
All three of you have been pointed at,
I wanted to volunteer
Along-
before she started
Yeah.
talking. Okay.
along with three other people. So it's your group and, let's see, 7 others? Yeah, almost everybody.
Okay.
Come on, you lazy bums!
I shoot up. I am
Stand,
so hyped
stand
for
right
this.
up.
Yep. So
I
everybody stands
mind
right
whisper to both of them. Oh fuck! Here we go.
New day.
So, she turns her back swiftly and starts walking towards the dojo. Meanwhile, all the other monks are like, oh, she would beat us today. And start to kind of like slouch their way in, although they're trying to keep as rigid of a posture as possible. And they make their way towards the dojo.
I'm so hyped for this. I almost kind of want to skip. Like, I'm just like, yeah, get to fucking throw my punches because I
Don't-
ran out of alcohol like 3 days ago.
I mind whisper to Cax. That's how I know you, as by name.
Yep.
Cack.
I guess rhetorically, I don't know if I've asked this, but is he always this chipper no matter what the situation?
When I guess to punch things.
We go on.
So you guys find your way into the familiar sweaty straw mats of the dojo.
Gross.
Helen Ray stands at the foot of the edge of the mat, cracks her knuckles and says, "Right, weapons training. Something new. What I'm going to have everyone do is pick one of the weapons off the barracks. Go to combat.
This is actually exciting.
Find your sparring partners." So everybody, like, instantly turns to, like, the people that they're immediately familiar with. And it's like, me. Until the three of you are standing there. All three of you, along with Helen Ray, standing in the center of the mat, looking around. So there are 4 people that do not have partners. The 3 of you and her.
I turn to her and I bow respectfully.
Looks like we were sparring partners.
All right.
Very
You and
deep
me.
bow.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
was like,
I walk over to the weapon wall just to inspect what's up there.
You find just about everything that you could find in the combat section, or on the weapon section in the player's handbook, with the exception of ranged weapons. You only find knives, darts, and daggers as far as throwing weapons.
Quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff is there. Javelin is there.
A glaive?
Halberds, glaives.
Like a...
Is a quarterstaff dex or strength?
I use Dex.
I think it depends on what your class is.
I think
But
it
can
is.
it be
It is
dex?
versatile.
It's
so
definitely well. You can
think-
use your melee attacks as dex. I know that.
Yeah, that's a monk thing. But
Yeah.
I think it's versatile. So therefore, it's like
Do you want me to get
can
the
be
headset set
can
up
be
for you?
used as a dexterity.
When you add it into
swing.
your equipment and equip it,
I
it
think it's in
should
the blue
automatically
page
give you all the modifiers you need and let you know if you're if it's dex or not.
Would you know that?
I'm sorry, I missed that question.
Oh, he's asking about quarterstaves because I think is that like a do you have?
I don't know,
Oh
great
wait,
axe.
I've got my.
There is a player's handbook right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a versatile weapon, if that's where you're
I
asking.
think it is versatile, which means you can.
It
use
is.
I can
dexterity.
look it up right here. It's all good.
Well, versatile means you can use a one or two-handed.
It's
Oh,
a
is
it's
it?
a melee.
But does it mean you
Vers-
can use your dex modifier instead of
No,
your strength?
versatile isn't one or two-handed. Versatile means you can. You know, actually, I don't know.
I thought versatile was you can use it. So like I have a long sword. I can use it versatile, but that's me using both hands to slash at people, and it just increases it from a 1d8 to a 1d10.
I think
But
it's
then
a,
I have
it's a
shield.
finesse weapon.
Finesse is that. Yeah. See, I don't have good strength.
I grabbed the glaive because I'm proficient with it. But
Finesse. When making an attack, you can use your dexterity.
and also grabbing a weapon.
You can
that
use your choice of strength or dexterity when it's a finesse weapon.
I'm also grabbing a weapon that's not my fighting style, so that if
You
I
also
do have to
do
do
find
damage to you,
this.
it will be less than my most powerful. Oh my god, what did you get?
Alright, let me
Is
see.
this a nunchuck?
It's a nunchuck.
I guess I'll take just one.
One what?
So I guess I'll take a dagger.
Don't you have a bunch of
I have 3. Now I have 4.
I'm using one that I'm not proficient with. Or no, I am proficient, but my damage isn't as much as it would be with, just in case I don't kill you.
Uh,
I assume, training-wise, if we do have to do, I don't know what's coming up, but if we do have to do some kind of spar, if unconscious happens, it's not, we're gonna let it be like, okay, the match is over.
Right, yeah.
There's no death, I'm
my
not gonna kill my
unarmed
friends here.
strikes do nothing.
Okay.
You can't deal damage with an unarmed strike?
No, because of my arm.
It's a weak boy.
Oh boy. I'm sorry, I'm literally shaking. I'm sorry.
You have a negative strength, don't you? If I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
I am okay. I am proficient in clubs, so I get to add
When
all
I go
the
to level
relevant
5, I can do 1 damage.
pertinent.
I know you are.
I think because I'm proficient with unarmed strikes. Everyone is, right?
I think so.
Maybe.
Like I said,
Mine's
that
just
is
3
a
damage.
homebrew weapon. If it's ridiculously overpowered, we will have to tweak it.
Sure.
Oh, you made this? Or did you find it on the homebrew list?
It was on the homebrew list,
Oh, cool,
but
cool,
I
cool.
saw like 6 different versions, and I thought that would be the best.
Okay.
Do any of the daggers look interesting besides just being daggers?
Well, the
I've
thing
got
is
a
about
magic
most of
one.
these weapons here is that a lot of them have been dulled specifically for training purposes.
So the blade at the end of my glaive, it's not the sharpest. It's just,
Correct.
Okay.
It's a sparring weapon.
Okay.
All right, I take a dagger because I'm like.
And I guess I don't know who's going first, but we'll go spar.
Yep, the two of you are sparring at the moment. You can play this out if you'd like to, but Helen Ray looks towards you and says, "Huh. Coward's weapon."
Ooh.
You say coward. I say think fast, and I strike.
Oh gosh.
So he's going first.
All right, so let's watch this.
All right.
He's not gonna succeed, you know. Is there anything that we can do?
I do have things
That's
I can
what
do.
you think.
All right, Mike. Roll for initiative. Mike.
I might have some spells.
I have like nothing that can help him. I've got-
7.
Could I trip her with Mage Hand?
I could just Eldritch Blast her. I'm just kidding. Actually, before
So, one thing I will mention, when people have sparred in the past, when you guys have sparred, as soon as you hit below half HP, the match is over, you're considered lost. The only reason that you guys got dropped below that is because she was kind of breaking you in.
That's cool.
can I
What's happened? 20, 15,
It'd be like 14.
Okay.
let me ask you this, Chris?
Yep, she rolled higher than you.
Okay.
But you have surprise on her, so you can attack
Oh,
her first.
sweet.
Cor, go ahead.
Before you do that,
Don't hold back this time.
Yeah, no,
Hit
I'm
as
not
hard as
gonna.
you can right away.
She also hasn't grabbed a weapon yet.
Use
Oh.
all of your freaking key points.
Well, you
Use
can
all
only
your
it's
key
one
points,
it's one
everything.
bonus action and that's it, and it gets you
Do
a few more.
everything you can to max out the damage.
Oh yeah.
since so I'm gonna be, for the purposes of this being a concentration spell.
It's
I really,
I
I really need better spells as a sorcerer. I just
For the purpose of this being a concentration spell, me and him sparring is gonna be like because Helen Ray is now preoccupied.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be doing like a Because I am going to cast Bless on him without making it obvious if I can.
Okay, so what are the components of a bless spell?
A Bless spell is I can bless up to 3 creatures, and in this case I just want to do it on Wong.
Okay. Is it verbal, somatic? Does it require components?
It should say
It
right
does.
next
It
to
requires.
It would say VSM.
It says all 3 of those.
Okay. So here's the thing: you have to not only make a hand gesture, you have to speak something, and you have components that you use at the same time. So that's going to be a really tough thing to sneak in there. Also, I don't know if that spell does what you think it does. I think it just gives him a plus or a
It gives
D4
you a
on
D4
ability
on-
check.
It does.
Yeah.
Or
That doesn't really help him out much for an attack roll. That'd be like an acrobatics check.
whenever the target makes an attack roll or saving throw.
Oh, okay.
It's yeah. Can I do it? Can the verbal thing be a whisper? Like, does it have to be loud?
It can, but I'm gonna have to make a stealth check. Stop.
Okay, that actually terrifies me.
Sleight of hand check.
A sleight of
see.
hand check. That's not gonna be a good
However, you have noticed that the majority of monks have turned to see what the hell's about to happen now that Helen Ray just got sucker punched, basically.
one.
With
So
a
everyone's
friggin'
really
nunchuck.
just looking around, essentially.
As soon as he says, think fast, everybody looks over towards the center, where they have basically enveloped this large sparring session. Everyone else is basically just stopped in their tracks. So,
What else is
Wong,
in
you are.
the room?
I guess I
All
don't.
sorts
I
of
guess I don't
weapons.
do that for
There
now.
are some sparring dummies in there as well, but it seems to be rather bare bones. There is some last bits of daylight poking through the windows, and some fire braziers off to the side that have just recently been lit because of the sunset.
I tried my best one.
So, alright, that's fine.
Did you end up not doing it?
Yeah, because I don't want to make a big deal.
So it says this does... so it does 1d6, and then it can do an additional d6.
If you're successful, you
do
can
you
do
think
an
she
additional
would say if I
d6.
did that?
Oh, okay.
What?
I didn't,
What do you think
I didn't
she
quite
would
follow
say
that.
if I did that?
Alright, so
If you,
what am I doing?
If you what?
Am I rolling to hit? What am I doing right now?
You're rolling and you have advantage because you surprised her.
Okay.
Why would she know that you did that?
Or somebody would, because it's
Nine
visual and verbal
plus-
that I'm doing something.
Okay. Well,
8
what
is
if
17 to hit.
what if there was a
17?
sudden earthquake and
That
all
hits.
the lights?
Hey!
Roll for damage.
I feel like
Oops, sorry
if it's an
about that.
uncommon thing to happen in the area, she knows something's up.
6
Cool.
Let's see how it goes for now.
If you could, I mean, I can use thaumaturgy to mask your voice. I could like make a
14
cheer or something like
Okay.
that.
points of damage.
Okay.
Be like now.
I guess I assume.
That includes your second hit. Alright, so.
I can make a crashing sound, and then you could do it. If you can just be
You take your
stealthy
nunchuck.
enough to not be seen. while
Crack.
doing it,
Solid
you're
across the
good.
jaw.
My sleight
She
of hand is
spins in.
plus one,
You
I'm
see
worried about
I could
blood
help you. I
spatter
could
out
stand
from her
in front
lips,
of you.
and as her head's turning in the other
For
direction,
advantage.
you bring it back
Well,
up
I'd
and
be
crack
helping you by
across the
making
jaw
noise,
again.
too, so-
But would that give me advantage if you're standing?
You look
Yeah,
and
that would be
she's starting to
helping,
bleed
yeah.
from her nose. And you just see the fire in those piercing blue eyes.
I will bonus action, spend a key point to do
We have a plan over here too.
Flurry of Blows.
On his next turn.
Okay.
That gives me 2 unarmed strikes, so I will take those 2 unarmed strikes with like my legs. So these are like kicks.
Okay.
So first one, hit. Ooh, sick. 18.
Hits.
What's my martial arts? What am I doing? Martial arts damage? A D4.
Okay.
Could have been 2d4.
Plus
I've got an idea.
7 points of damage on the first strike.
Alright.
Is it part of my thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing, but I just got
Second unarmed
specifically how to
strike.
do it.
Oh, okay.
Whoop. 12 plus what's unarmed strike? 12 is 19.
Okay.
Does that also hit?
So, you throw your first kick. Hits her square in the stomach. She sees your second kick coming and she grabs your leg and takes her arm and cross chops it down.
What the hell just happened to me?
You're gonna take. Well, let's see here. You only take 3 points of
What
damage.
do we want to do
All
this
right.
on his next turn?
Yeah,
1, 2,
before
3.
right before his next turn, we want to
Okay.
do our thing.
26. I'm at 26. Do I get to hit with the second kick that I made, or
That did
what
not
happened?
hit.
Oh, okay.
She basically parried and countered.
Oh, good. All right. So I just spent a key point. That was my bonus. That was my attack. My bonus. Can I do anything else? I don't think I can. I think that. Well, let me
You can
let me
move.
check.
The thing is, he could lose the match in one of her.
I'm just
turns,
checking
might
to
not
see if I
even
can
get
do
to it.
anything else on. I think
Sure,
that might be
but-
it.
I assume we're gonna sleep or something.
Is Bless gonna help him on her turn? Like, can we
All
do it now?
right, Chris. I believe that is it.
No, it's gonna
with
be
1 key point
one
spent.
an extra 1d on attack roll.
Is a unarmed strike considered a melee weapon?
Not damage.
I think that it is.
I suppose.
Okay. So, grabs your leg, cross chops it down. You recoil it in pain.
No!
Your bone's able to snap. She goes in close towards you. In one swift motion, she moves and elbows you.
Armor class of 17.
Okay.
Nice.
But you're able to swiftly, just barely get out of the way. Second attack.
Oh god.
Brings her fist up. Hits.
Oh damn. Oops.
For
What are you at?
I've only been hit for 3 points.
Oh good.
another 4 points of damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So,
Or her third attack. Fifth.
second attack, fist up towards the face. Makes contact.
Ow.
One final move where she spins around, goes for another elbow. Across the jaw. That definitely hits. Sorry, Mike. 10 points of damage.
Oh, that brought you down below half, didn't it?
Wait.
So,
It would bring me below half.
Yeah.
spins around, cracks you with another hit of the elbow.
Uh
You're staggered a little bit, losing your balance. Some of your teeth feel a little bit loose,
oh. This is not good.
but you're able to recompose yourself.
Okay.
She can tell that you're looking a little bit battered and bloodied, but she's gonna wait for you to make the first move.
He's not going to. He's not going to
He's
win
not gonna
this.
win this.
So how can we turn this to our advantage? I mean, we can do what we want.
I can only heal him.
I want
by
to take a hot
touching him.
second to say something to
Wait.
her,
Okay?
and it's like, I went easy on you the first time.
I can only touch him to heal him.
I may continue to go easy on you. So if I lose, it's not my fault. And I take a
Okay,
swing.
but as we're doing this, before you start your turn,
Okay.
So-
What's up?
he's gonna cast Bless on him.
Okay.
Okay, and I
Bless
know-
or Bane. I could disadvantage her because you can do a D4 and make her roll D4
I think
less.
that would actually
Be
be
better.
more advantageous.
Okay, we're
So-
gonna do Bane instead, which
but
has the
Bane-
same components.
Right, is verbal and semantic.
And a drop of my blood, so I'd have to just.
Well,
Cut.
yeah. You have your arcane focus as your.
Oh,
Symbol.
oh, perfect. If
Symbol.
that takes care of that, then yes. I
Yes,
have my
but
arcane focus.
it is a movement thing and it is a verbal thing. So I'm going to just help his sleight of hand for this because I'm assuming that's what he'd have to roll.
You could like sneak in front of him and almost block his hand movements as well.
Oh,
that
not,
give me
not only
advantage?
that, but I'm going to mask his voice by using thaumaturgy,
Okay.
which is also a verbal and semantic. But
The crowd is definitely going, ooh! Ah!
I am going to make the most embarrassing and loud fart noise originating from her
Okay.
as you're casting Bane, so that she hopefully doesn't see that you're casting Bane.
That would be great if that put a disadvantage on her charisma saving throw for this.
Wait, you want to put her disadvantage on charisma saving throw?
No, she has to. For Bane, she has to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
I can't just cast it, unfortunately.
okay. Well,
All right,
anyway, that's
so-
what I'm going to do. Thaumaturgy.
Oh wait. I guess I can't roll anything, so there won't be advantage to this.
Okay, so,
So
she has to
disadvantage
make,
to you, I guess.
she has to make a charisma saving throw?
Correct.
Oh, does she get disadvantage because I helped him? I
Yeah.
see what's going on.
Because I can't roll for advantage because I don't get a roll. Would you be disadvantaged?
I thought you were
Because she's farting?
I thought you were assisting him with the sleight of hand check.
Yes.
Oh, is there still
yes.
gonna be a
You
sleight
have
of
to do
hand
a
check?
sleight of hand check to make
Oh,
sure
okay.
she doesn't see you. Then she has to do the charisma check.
Okay,
Right.
I can do that.
So
Okay.
you now have advantage on sleight of hand.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that
that's
might be
right.
good.
You crit.
That might be good. That was 20, 18, 20.
Okay.
20 for sleight of hand, casting Bane.
So wrapped up in the fight, you're able to make your hand gestures. Send the spell off
As
towards her.
there's a huge.
Everyone's quiet.
The
Everyone
fight
goes
slows down
silent.
for a split second.
What did you eat?
Oh gosh, you played it up. You made her angry.
Oh, she was probably gonna hit me
Yeah.
after this.
All right. So she has disadvantage on her next attack. You
Well,
said.
she
No,
has
no,
to
no.
first make a charisma save.
We were
And she
wondering
did.
if she'd get a. She made the save.
She rolled.
She rolled, but do you
If
get
she- if
disadvantage
she-
on that roll? Is what I'm asking, because she's farting and
No.
embarrassed. Okay.
If she failed, then this happens. As well.
Correct. This is not that high though, so this is really like a 50-50 shot.
So what happened? What does your spell do?
So you have to roll a charisma saving throw, and it has to be a saving throw of only 13.
Okay. So
If she fails, what happens?
If she fails, on attack rolls for the next minute, which is 10 rounds,
okay.
you have to, on any saving throw and attack rolls, you have to roll a d4 and subtract that number from your roll.
Okay. So face
So,
turns
probably-
instantly red, filled with blush. Everyone's looking at her, and some are starting to stifle their laughter.
we keep sparring.
Yeah, once that happens, we're just like...
So she starts looking around, trying to figure out what on earth just happened. She goes in, furious at this wave of embarrassment that just ran all over her. She goes in with a large front kick, bringing both of her hands down to her side.
Trying to punt me
Pretty much.
in the belly welly.
I can't
I
tell
didn't
this.
hear. I didn't hear a D4.
I didn't hear a
roll.
d4, so she might have made
She makes contact, but your armor that you're wearing underneath it is able to deflect the brunt of the damage.
Little did you know, I'm not
wearing
wearing armor, it's just my abs.
Wow, those are some great abs.
Something tells me she made the save.
I think she did.
The second attack, as she sets her foot down in front of her, she goes in
tried.
for a strike with her punch. Going up, uppercut straight into the jaw.
Yep.
14, you said?
17 armor class.
17. You feel the wind brushing against you as you dodge out of the way. She sucks right now, guys.
Okay.
I
Hey.
think she's
But she
got
saved the saving
several-
throw, it sounds like, based on the lack of d4s I'm hearing.
She's got several attacks. I was just trying to make this up to myself, really, and maybe get.
I was just trying to help you.
She goes in, wild, cross punch, throws it and starts to lose her balance a little bit, and almost like falls off of her balance, just completely taken aback by
I'd
everything that
love
just
to trick
happened.
her with Mage Hand.
She just rolled a nat one.
Oh.
All right. Is it my
That
turn?
was seriously like a 5, a 7, and then a 1.
But what
All
did
right.
you? Can I ask what you got on the charisma saving roll? She failed.
She failed.
Okay. Great.
Sweet.
Wong, it's your turn.
Perfect.
It is my
Spell takes
turn.
effect.
I will.
She's like-
he would
she's
know
like
if the spell
knockout
takes
balance.
effect.
Would I know if the spell took effect?
I don't know.
I
Probably.
think
I feel like I would.
I think
You would
it
feel like whether or not it had that like emotional gut punch
Okay.
that your spells are trying to do.
So just
Okay.
make sure every time you do an attack roll or saving throw, it's a d4.
I
minus.
only didn't because she rolled low enough that I knew she wouldn't anyway.
Oh, because it was like a 5 and a 7. Okay, cool. I see what you mean. We were like, it sounds like she made it. Okay, sounds good.
All right. I am gonna take the opportunity to hit more with the nunchucks. So here is my first strike.
Okay.
Oh damn.
You have inspiration.
I do. I do. I'm gonna use it now.
Gee, I wonder why you decided to do the recap.
Let's do this.
Just roll lower.
Yeah,
Roll a 5
somehow
and then a 4.
Wow. Well, I can't hit
What
her
a
either,
waste
so
of
I
it.
take a swing with my nunchuck and just.
It's literally a kung fu movie. It's just like,
Yeah, so you swing your nunchuck up.
not,
Slightly misses.
not good. All right. After that, I'm going to spend another key point. Flurry of blows. Get 2 unarmed strikes here.
We jump in and say,
I suck as well.
we
by the way.
challenge her
I
to
just rolled a
3-on-1
2.
if she's brave enough.
right
Okay.
now?
Right now.
All right. That was the first one. First one's a horrendous
We can
miss.
give it a shot. I'm down for it. Are you going to use the dagger? Because it's weapons only.
10 plus 17.
No, I'm gonna
to
be
hit.
like, if
And
you
you're
can't
going
do-
for your
you
flurry
wanna
of blows
prove
again?
something,
Yeah,
take
this
the
is
three
an
of
armed
us
strike.
on.
Alright,
Right,
so,
but
Can't
since
do
it's
it.
a weapons only fight.
Oh no.
Wong, you throw
Like
your
3 of
first
us
punch.
on with everything we've
Clean
got.
miss. You throw your second punch,
gotta make
and she
that clear.
grabs your fist
Ah, shit, I'm
mid-air, turns it around, and starts to use your own wrist joints to bend you back, slowly starting to fall down. As you slowly sink down into the ground, as your own weight is being pushed down against you, she raises her foot up and gives you a kick square in the face.
Oh, please miss.
And she misses. With a 2. Come on.
I wasted a spell.
She's the boss!
I really
I
wasted
am
the
holding an action.
Alright, so it is her turn again.
Yep.
Yep.
spell. Are we
But-
we're not even in the initiative.
Yeah, I want to enter the initiative. We want to enter the initiative between him and her.
Okay.
Should we roll?
Well, I don't actually know if we can determine where we are in initiative, but
Yeah, roll, and I'll add you guys in.
Well, that's funny.
2, but it's a natural 1, so I'll be less.
I think it's an 18 from
You guys got added in last round, so I'm just gonna say that Core, you go last in initiative.
Okay.
So it's basically Helen Ray, Caxilus, Wong, Core.
Okay.
But it is Helen Ray's.
So it's
All
her
right,
go.
so I'll
Okay.
say my thing after then, because that
Okay.
makes sense.
So,
I will say, keep going. I just have to talk to him.
with the kick missing,
If I get hit,
she like springs the foot back down, stomps it on the ground, and kind of snorts,
And don't get hit.
I'm gonna try.
goes in for another square punch.
My distance.
5.
Oh,
Misses the first hit.
I have a reach weapon.
Okay,
Second
we-
hit.
but we're like
Throwing
three
a wild
on one.
roundhouse punch. Makes it connect. Bam! But she has to roll a d4, right?
yes.
Why do I not have a d4 in this dice
Do
set?
you want this D4?
Yes.
I feel like I know what you're thinking. Because if we win this,
Armor class
we would
is
earn the
17.
respect of the entire
So
monastery.
That's the idea.
Go.
Yeah, that's exactly
She
what
still
I'm.
Okay,
hits
cool. I'm in.
with a punch. Take 4 points of damage.
Oh. Guys, I
And
just
I'm
want you
gonna
to
have
know.
you make
Heal
a
him.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, wait, that was 4 points?
4 points of damage.
4? Okay.
What are you at?
I am at 8, but don't heal me.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. That punch
Here you go.
straight in the solar plexus seemed to rock you to your core. You almost start to lose the breath out of your lungs.
I know what she's trying to do. Son of a dick. 2 for those listening at home.
And the wind just
Is blessed
knocked
a
right out of you
concentration spell?
Done.
as you stand there,
Most
almost
of my
helpless.
spells are.
Entirely stunned.
When can we jump in?
Right after this.
She's got to do damage first. Because it's a stunning strike, but it's also a punch. So
I know.
The next attack, right in the chest from the last one.
yeah,
Should
yeah,
be minus the D4.
That hit. The one
Yeah,
in the chest
the
that
D4
stunned him hit.
yeah.
Where's the D4?
Fine.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No, guys.
This- the
You don't
second
understand.
one.
This is all I wanted.
The second attack
Oh, we
that she
want something
throws.
new.
In a fit of wild rage and fury, she goes for an uppercut and somehow misses. With advantage. Come on.
Wow.
Oh, is that one of like a monk move? You got advantage on?
She rolled a 10. She has a lot of bonuses, but your D4 helped. Good job.
Okay,
Caxilus, you're up.
Challenge time.
I'm gonna walk right up to the dojo with Core, and I am going to say, "It's about time you proved your worth on a 3-on-1 match instead of picking the weakest link of the lot just to look better.
What the hell are you talking about?
Are you stunned?
No
yes.
rules, no limitations,
No, it's okay. I got on the ropes.
and I'm not waiting for you to accept the challenge." And I cast Burning Hands.
Oh my god.
That's awful.
Okay. Alright. Make a.
She's dead. Annihilated.
Well,
What does she
Burning
have to
Hands,
do?
she has to do a dex save, which she has the Bane on.
Yep.
I'm deciding. I'm gonna just go for it, and I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Okay.
I presume if we don't get killed
Oh shoot!
for a betrayal or something, we get another rest before we get out of
I
here.
just had an error code with
Oh,
D&D
just
Beyond.
reload the page.
Yeah.
I would have advised
She
against
rolled a
this.
2
but that's
with a
okay.
-2 from the Bane is a 0. She
Oh,
is
right.
encompassed by the cone of fire before her.
Better believe she is. Okay.
Oh shit! I'm standing
At
right here.
2nd level, Burning Hands.
Does
Sorry, does
several
4d6.
Do you need a d6?
I need 4, but I'll just do these twice.
Okay.
5, 10 total fire damage for that Burning Hands, and that might not be the end of my turn. I want to see how this goes.
So, make your cone of fire with your hands, reaching out. The swirling vortex of flame encompassing her. She starts to pat her body out, her robes almost starting to catch fire. You hear her screams of anguish, but they're almost immediately snuffed out by the air, leaving her as she screams. But she's still standing.
And as okay, so when
She's not dead.
as I see that, I'm going to use Quicken spell. Costs me 2 sorcery points, and I am going to pull out the Wand of Magic Missiles.
Jesus. I was expecting this. Something tells me on
And
Chris's face that she's about to get annihilated.
I
by
am
the
going
way.
to cast
You're going
it.
to kill this one.
This is a bonus action. I'm going to cast it There's 7 charges. I'm using 6 of them.
Don't kill this person.
Wait a hang on a second.
I need
Wait a minute.
information. I don't want to be shot
This
and
won't.
destroyed.
This won't kill her. She's tough. Okay.
Well, he did some damage.
I'm doing this. So
She has
it's
like 30 hit points.
I wanted to go the distance.
We
You
have a-
guys made this into something.
no.
I'm
we
not
just
sure if I
deal
wanted
with
to
it,
happen.
man. Deal with it. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out
Hey,
here.
plot.
Plot.
It's 1d4 plus 1 times 3 plus 5 more. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8d4 plus 8.
You're gonna kill this woman. Here.
8d4 plus 8?
Yes, I did a 2nd level burning hands, and I'm doing a 6th level magic missile.
Can I
Okay.
borrow D4?
Sure.
That's not a D4.
D4.
Oh.
Here, I'll do 2 of these as 2 groups of 4.
Where's
Something
yours?
happened to
D4.
my d4. Oh, you have it, Chris.
Okay,
Sorry.
You're good.
yeah.
I'm semi-questioning what you're doing because it was a bit more intense than I expected.
If this kills
Alright,
her,
guys.
you bring her back.
Alright.
Well, not if
Oh,
it
yeah.
annihilates her.
It won't kill her outright. It will not. She's not that weak. It'll knock her out.
Oh, you have to have what? The amount of the max. You have to like hit them with the max hit points.
I would
for them
have to, in one hit, bring her down
Is
to
this me for
minus
tonight, by
her
the way?
full
Her
HP
full- oh,
to
okay.
kill her. I'm not going to be able to do that.
So
I was
worst comes
arguing.
first, she's gonna fall unconscious.
Okay, so I've
I'm
come.
by you. I'm behind you, or like next to you.
Yeah, I've
Where,
come.
which way were we sparring? I'll let you decide where we were.
So
Were we,
you
like,
guys were like off to the side, like they were taking up the middle of the room, but they've been like going back and forth and back and
And there's a bunch of people here, right?
Okay,
There,
well, I'm
there's
gonna.
basically a ring of people, and I'm getting them out right now.
Okay.
Can I do this? Can I cast it so that
Mike's like,
I'm gonna go
come
here.
on, guys.
I'm going to cast it from here so that the cone doesn't hit
Okay.
Wong?
Wong.
Did you almost call me Gaxless?
I forgot your name for a second. Meanwhile, the magic missile damage. Here we go.
So I have this great idea for this brand new character for the next campaign.
Me too. I have
We
a
got
6.
you covered, man. It's 6, 10, 14.
And 4 more. It's all plus 3.
14.
Ooh. Oh, I love these things.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, plus 8, 31 damage.
Plus 8.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Each dart is 1d4 plus 1, and I threw 8 darts.
Oh, I thought the plus 1 is just something you add after all the d4s.
No.
Oh, okay.
I did 31 damage with the magic missile. I hope you already recorded the damage from the 10 fire damage
I
from
did.
before.
Wow, in one round, you just did, what, 44 points of damage?
41.
41?
That could have killed me, actually. 41
wasn't
points of
hitting
damage
you.
almost has enough to kill me outright.
Hey,
think.
I am a powerful sorcerer, man.
No, I know that, but
No, you have
here's...
28 points.
So,
That's a point. 29.
Oh.
your
So-
cone of fire envelops her. You hear her screams of anguish. But from the flames, you see cinders at her feet, standing there, menacingly hulking.
Magic missile!
You take one step forward, grab your wand of magic missiles from your side, and fire out what seems like almost a constant stream. Magic missile is one after the other, but it seems like it's almost this constant bolt of pure energy. You see her fall, knocked back, flip through the air, lands on her face.
Oh, God.
She slowly starts to get back up onto one knee. I yield.
Oh.
Collapses onto the straw mat,
Unconscious?
knocked unconscious.
See, I
Go,
told you I
go
wasn't saying
healer, and
anything
then
on you!
we'll play our
You're
game.
Okay.
you're unparalyzed.
I...
Everybody around
Can you give him a potion?
everyone around you.
I walk over
Starts
and
to
give
look
you
around.
a superior potion of healing.
Oh,
And
okay.
I will
Right now.
I will walk up to Helen Ray. And I will lay on hands her. Jesus.
What do we do?
What was that?
I yell out to the guys as I'm drinking the superior, which does how much?
8d4 plus 8.
Can I have some d4s? So as I'm drinking this, I'm like,
Oh, it does the same damage that it
That
does
you
the
did.
reverse of what I just did to her.
8d4.
I'm going to
Basically, what I'm saying to the guys is like, well, help her, you fools!
walk up to her and lay on hands. Should I do the full 15 points?
Give it to her. Yeah,
The full
like
15?
we're showing that we're not enemies. Here.
Okay.
We're just strong.
I'm gonna give her all 15 of my lay on hands.
All right, so you come over to her almost unconscious body. You just see the last glimpses of her chest, inhaling and exhaling. You put both of your hands down. and slowly start to feed your energy into her body.
She now has 15
Feeling
hit
it move
points.
and move, almost draining you. She looks up, fire in her eyes.
Beats the shit out of me.
In one swift movement,
Oh god.
she stands
Can
up,
I walk
runs
to help
over
her?
to Caxilus, grabs you by the scruff of your neck. Who are you?
I immediately cast. Oh, I don't have that.
You don't have friends or anything?
No,
wait,
I
you
gave it
can't
all
use-
up because I was like, I need to be better at combat.
You have the worst luck with choosing your
I
spell.
forgot about that.
She's choking me?
I'm almost
She's
back
like
up to full. Thank
grabbing
you.
you, but she's not like squeezing. She's just holding you by the neck, like almost hoisting you up in the air.
Thank you.
Okay, I am going to attempt an intimidation check.
Oh god.
By like holding a fire bolt, being like, "Let me go."
Okay.
I'm just
Make
gonna.
your
That's
check.
it. I'm just gonna be like, in my deepest, most intimidating, like, release me now.
Okay.
All right. just to get her to let go of me, and just
I have an idea.
establish. Oh, no! This is my thing. This is charisma. You don't talk right now.
No,
This
if
is not
you
where
lose.
you talk.
No, if you lose.
I won't lose. I am Caxilus. I don't fail when I'm talking.
Okay.
Don't screw this up. We are on such thin ice. Okay. I'm cool. You cool?
Do you think?
Alright, hold on. Intimidation. That wasn't good. Tides of Chaos. Please be better.
Hey,
Okay, there we go. 23.
23.
Yes!
Damn.
I am
thought you had a
all
plus
powerful
5.
when it comes to charisma.
Oh wait,
It's plus
it's
7.
It's a intimidation.
It's a plus 7 intimidation.
Nice.
What was it?
23.
I fear no man.
That music does not make me feel good.
She got a nat 20 plus 4.
Plus 4? Oh, dang it. Alright.
I mean, it was a nat 20 though, so regardless.
Not in skills.
Oh.
Answer my question. You're clearly not one of my imbeciles. So who are you?
We seek a higher challenge than what's offered in this dojo. We want to take out the spies from Red Larch. We want to be entrusted with that. And you have given us the opportunity to prove that we are superior to the trainees in this halls.
And why is that?
Why are
What
we
do you
superior?
have to gain from taking them out?
The lust for revenge.
She sets you down, but still like remaining right next to you. How have they wronged you?
I show her my arm.
Okay.
Good idea. I have a ringing in my ear. I don't know why.
I show her my arm.
Okay.
Their attacks gave me strange abilities, but took away most of my strength. I've had to live with that ever since. I want to see them burn for it, and I put a little flame in my hand.
You have my permission. We've already sent troops after them, but they've been taken out at every turn. Even one of our high priests wasn't able to take them out. Are you sure you're up to the task?
Was your high priest stronger than you?
Yes.
Shit.
The things he could do, the creatures he could create.
I remember
He
him.
was a holy warrior,
I don't.
sent to us from the deepest cracks of our planet.
And he was sent simply to take out spies?
No. He was our main informant in Red Larch. In the Tomb of Stones, it was his creation to move them and control the people. And they've killed him. So if you want revenge, so be it. But you still haven't answered my question. Who are you?
Alright. Can I do it?
I don't know where you're going with this, so I'm gonna let you go.
I'm gonna put all the cards on the table. And
You're
we
revealing
need,
yourself.
And we need a group name right now.
FantasyNameGenerator.com.
The Warriors 3.
Come on, that's too close to the Mighty Nine.
You know.
No, it's not.
The Warrior's Trace.
Warriors
Elvish for 3.
Yes.
Well, you're the one talking. I mean,
We are the Triforce. No, just kidding.
hey.
You are unstunned, by the way. Everyone in the room is just stopped what they're doing. Some of them have like dropped their weapons in awe. Some of them have like clutched to them as if like they're the only things holding them up.
I'm still holding my glaive, by the way.
I've pocketed the nunchucks.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want to call it? I'm gonna let you decide since you're talking.
I'm gonna have to
You're
make
gonna have to
something
say,
up.
You make
so
it up.
We are the.
The blah blahs. For
Okay,
now.
I take
The Time Warp
I
trio.
take my hood off and bring my tail out and remove the makeup. Just wipe it off and just reveal that I'm a tiefling. And I
Okay.
say, "We are the Trinity of Obsidian."
Ooh. Was not expecting that. I'm in.
Who does the Trinity of Obsidian work for?
We work for ourselves. We have no master. We have no allies. We have no friends.
That's
We
kinda sad.
just have our own agendas. And right now, it lines up with yours. Do you want our aid or not?
And what do you want in return?
The opportunity to know that we are the only ones pursuing these. I swear in Infernal. I don't know what the Infernal word is for bastards or something, so.
Blah blah blah. I don't know.
Oh, for these bescheiss.
Well, I will have you know, they are on our list. We will have them dealt with, but should we not see results from your little group, we will continue our investigation into these matters.
When do you want results by? How long will you give us?
We'll give you 1 month's time.
Okay.
Should we not hear from you in that time, we will begin looking for ourselves. And if my men should find you in the field, they may not know you. So best prepare.
Bueno.
Aren't your men all here? You don't think word of this will spread throughout the monastery? The great Helen Ray taken down by a tiefling magic user?
You truly don't know about our ways, do you?
I told
Do
you
you
we
think-
have no friends.
Do you think this ends at the surface? No. Our bonds run much deeper.
Show me.
When you've proven yourself, I will show you.
In 1 month, then.
In 1 month. She reaches out her battered, bloodied, bruised, and burnt arm to shake yours.
I extend my burnt and braced arm.
It's like a reverse Schwarzenegger. It's like,
Oh yeah.
1 month's time.
1 month. We work alone. For a month.
Agreed. We have our own matters to attend to.
There is one thing that you could help us with before we depart.
And?
The last sighting that we know of the spies was at the night. Shoot.
Feather Knights.
The spire. What was it called?
the Feathergale Spire.
Feathergale.
At the Feathergale Spire. We only know a general direction. We assume that you have a more precise location. Do you?
Yes, I do. We were preparing an envoy to send there, but it sounds like...
That won't be necessary with us. You have the Trinity on your side now. Oh, that sounds sacrilegious. You have the Trinity of Obsidian on your side now.
Well.
The Obsidian Trinity on your side now.
Illuminati. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I got you.
Well,
You have the Obsidian Trinity on your side now. Show us where your enemies are.
they reside in the Sighing Valley. A wide canyon consisting of a deep gorge through a small river flowing through it. There are many rock spires rising from the canyon floor.
Sorry, what did she say about the valley?
It's called the Sighing Valley.
The Sighing Valley.
Like,
Yes.
okay.
So named because when the wind blows through the natural structures, it makes a sighing and almost howling sound. That is where you can find the Feathergale Knights and the cult of the Howling Hatred. She just says the Howling Hatred. She doesn't call them a cult.
The howling hatred.
The Howling Hatred. They put a flamboyant appearance on, but don't let that distract you. They have many impurities in their heart. Do you have a map?
Yes,
If you're referring to this one.
it's the regional map. I'm sorry for jumping on your toes
Hey,
there,
no,
but I
it's
was
fine.
like, no. Like, I pretty much, I know what I want to say. I need to say it.
Look,
The only thing I didn't have was the whole Obsidian Trinity thing. Are we cool with Obsidian
I'm
Trinity?
fine with it.
yeah, that's fine.
I was just like,
If we don't like it later, we can change it since
Yeah, the
it's-
only
we're
people that
lying to
know,
them, essentially.
yeah.
It wouldn't hurt so bad if I wasn't right the first time.
What do you mean?
you weren't right the first time?
You fucked up the first time. If you didn't have Tides of Chaos, you would have lost that intimidation check without.
Yeah, that's why I do so awesome, because I have tides of, I like have inspiration whenever I want. Of course, if I cast a spell at this point, something crazy might happen.
that I'm looking
Let's
forward
wait
to.
before you do that.
Yeah, be
Even
like,
a cantrip?
goodbye.
Or
Turn
not?
into a sheep.
Or it's like a level 1 and above, right? It's not.
Yeah, it's spells, not
Okay.
cantrips.
There's a small X to the right of Red Larch. You can label that however you want. I just marked it for you.
Okay.
But that is the location of
What's
Feathergale
this?
Spire.
That one. This
That
one's Red Larch. This one's Feathergate. Wow, it's close.
Not too far. One dead horse's.
Wait, that's
that's
Red Larch, though.
Yeah, that's Red Larch.
So what's this X?
This is Lance Rock. Question mark?
Oh, was that already there?
We did that
No,
before we
he
knew
did
you.
that.
Oh, okay. Okay, then if you're done, I would probably.
If you guys want to label that map, because there's a whole lot more that goes on it.
Oh god.
Let's,
Oh,
let's
How did you
uh,
get out of? Was there a copy
This
that
is
didn't
the
have
monastery.
When you
and
buy it
this
on
is the
D&D Beyond,
spires?
you get
Correct.
a regular and a DM version.
Okay.
Do you have a marker? Someone got a marker?
I've got a pencil with me, and that's
Okay.
it. Oh.
I guess while you're doing that, how should I phrase this? I look at her and I say, we may have some information as well that
Yeah.
they have some
Feathergate Knights live in the Feathergate
unknown
Spire.
interest
How, what clever
in
college
another
boy
group
wrote
of
that.
individuals you are familiar with. The Crushing Wave.
Yes.
What can you tell me about them?
They reside just northeast of here, riding along the Desserin River. Pirates. Raiding any supply caravans heading down to Waterdeep.
Can you mark it on our map as well?
You are pushing your luck.
Did she
Northeast,
say
you said?
North?
Northeast.
Northeast, up the river.
You have a powerful ally in us. Do you really want to jeopardize that now? We just need a mark on the map.
I mean, I'm willing to let it go.
Before I do that, you must tell me what you plan on doing with these men in the crushing wave.
Wait, the crushing wave or the spies?
He's asking about
Oh, okay.
Riverguard Keep, right?
I'm asking because I'm telling
That's what you were
her.
asking about.
Yes, but I'm telling her that the people that we're chasing have an interest in it. So I would like to know why they have an interest in it. That's exactly. So I'm trying to get information about it, just to sort of frame them for wanting to go there.
Gotcha.
But then me learning about it.
Okay. So, yes. They've been
I
attacking
won't hog this
caravans
all
on the
time.
river,
I just
shipping
write
supplies
I was
down to
like,
Waterdeep.
No hard feelings.
Charisma, I need to do this.
No.
I'm apologizing to my...
1000% no hard feelings.
Alright.
But seems like most things that come down river seem to be dead. We've found bodies floating down the river. They don't seem to let many people go.
All right. Thank you for your information.
I hold up the map.
Hey. Clickety clackety keyboard. I will admit though, like, you fucked her up with that shit. Like, you fucking people up with
That
your
was-
magic never is not cool, by the way.
Oh, thank you. But that was the intention. We were talking all
Here's the
the time
thing.
here like...
I'm a little mad, not because of what you did, but because I didn't get any hits. I wanted to
Next fight.
I wanted to Eldritch Blast this lady.
We were talking like if we can team up and like cream her,
Oh.
then
We would
we
earn
can-
her
we can
respect
say,
or something.
We can say like
Oh.
we are a force to be reckoned with. We should take on this mission.
Got
Which
you.
appears to be what's happening. So
Hey,
For now.
I think we just did a thing. We did a success. Anyways, I don't say that. Anyway.
can I have a marker again?
Sorry.
This is called the River
River Guard,
River Guard
Keep.
Keep.
which is where the crushing wave
G-A-R-D.
is.
Oh, G-A-R. Handwriting isn't great.
That's fine.
I thought of many different ways that this would turn out tonight.
And this
Not
was
one of them
Was
would be
Setting her
talking
on
with
fire.
her
I have
and getting your information.
I have no skills in fighting.
Remember
Everything
2
in
games
my
ago?
thing is about
Same
magic
thing
and
happened.
charisma.
like you absolutely lit her the fuck
This
up.
is
like,
a
that
talking
was, like
In
campaign.
physical
There's no
fighting,
fighting
Oh,
hours.
I am useless with weapons. I
and it's
can't
so different
punch.
than I thought.
right. You do no damage.
My
Do you like
magic
it,
is
at least?
very
Okay, good.
powerful, but my physical abilities.
You could just smite us all
suck.
if you want. If you want us to do something.
My kung fu is
She
very powerful.
rolled so bad though.
I know.
Even without my bane, I'm kind of pissed that I
She
wasted
probably
it.
did 3 hits that were over 10.
It's craziness. Absolute craziness. Anyways,
Destiny.
must have been.
So,
Density.
so anyways, we need to leave now. Let's not overstay our welcome.
I guess if we're leaving, and unless they have something else to say, we should probably head to our cart.
No, but Chris definitely needs to figure out some new tabs.
Oh.
How to immediately derail a campaign. 101, starring the.
On my-
in the
on my
first
way
hour of the game session.
Are you keeping those nunchucks?
Yeah,
He's
I
pocketed
put them in
them.
my pocket like a while ago.
If we're walking out, do they have anything like we're walking? I guess we're walking away. We're leaving.
Well, on our way out, I'll follow. I'll go last and just be like, oh, by the way, and I take out the blunt dagger, kind of toss it to her so
I'm-
that she can catch it. Hopefully, won't be needing that.
No. But you may be needing this.
Okay.
What
that's
happens?
She just holds her hands up in this particular formation.
That's some TN shit right there.
Yeah, Jarabi, no.
I-
A triangle made
Yeah.
by touching your fingertips
and
your
thumbs
thumbs.
together.
Show this to any of my men. They will respect you.
Can I ask you, do something, DM? Did you make that up before we did this a second ago, or did you just?
No.
Because that would have been very funny if you made that up before and we were like going, "Hey guys, let's do this" the whole time.
I was literally thinking, holy shit, that's their symbol.
Oh,
Our symbol is not this, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
But I was
That's
thinking, like,
hilarious.
are they going to do it in game? Because that'd be rad if they just happened to do the hand signal.
That would be really fun. Illuminati.
be less
Okay.
if we said Illuminati while we did it.
Yeah. He throws his dagger. I hopefully have already walked out with the glaive.
I mean,
I would just like to
likewise.
have more
The
weapons.
glaive
yeah,
is blunt.
the non-sharpened
sharpen
glaive.
The glaive is blunt.
Yeah, but I can sharpen it.
It's purposefully welded so it would not be sharp.
Like it's flat on the.
I walk back and toss it on the ground and keep going.
I'm keeping these motherfuckers.
Yeah, you just keep walking.
This
man.
is the point of this. I mean, this is the only reason I wanted to fight her.
So you guys walk out of the room.
Like if nothing
yeah,
else is
just
gonna happen.
kind of
yeah.
a parting nod.
Okay. On the way out, you hear, "What are you lot looking at?
Oh, God.
Back to training."
She's gonna beat the shit out of somebody.
You hear a with a loud thud, and then you hear on the ground.
Three of them died.
Just a little bit.
We're just like,
let's
oh,
get out
we
of
should
here.
just go. So I don't think we need to talk to Corbo anymore. Carbo anymore.
No, I mean, I think we have.
That did a
We have
trick.
what we wanted.
That did a trick.
I think that this is some like we're not done with this monastery, but
We're pushing
we
our
have-
luck for staying here for now.
We are not going to do much at the level we're at,
Right,
basically.
exactly.
So
we just wow.
So I guess we're
And
heading
I-
to where our cart was last placed, where we put our cart, which was
yeah,
I
how's the
believe,
horse doing?
I believe.
Did he eat
I
the hay?
believe we were
Did he
up
eat
here.
the hay
Is
that
that
was in the
correct?
cart?
Yeah, it was back
we
up.
up
You
here?
did leave some hay for him.
In the cart, yeah.
What's that?
I believe we were up like
He was
here.
like southwest. That's
We
where
were
you
like-
guys started
Yeah.
your investigation.
Oh, here.
Yep,
No,
Southwest. would be
Southwest
this
was
Oh,
way.
this
actually
here.
you're right. So you were right the first time.
Okay, good.
We did have hay for him.
Is he still there?
Is
First
he
of all,
dead from not?
What do we
drinking?
name him? We
Is
named
was
him
there water up there?
I don't know.
Can you revive a horse?
I can't revive a person.
How long has he been dead? Like if it's only been 5 minutes.
So
Could have been 3 days.
you guys make your exit from the monastery, not even making an opportunity to cover yourselves up. The guards at the door, like, as you guys are walking out,
I just
kind
do
of-
this as I'm walking out.
and they bow, make the hand signal and bow, and you make your way through the rocky caverns and climb back up to where you see two of the monks, kind of like one of them's on top of the horse, like trying to be like, "Hey, look what I got! Wow, that's incredible! Where'd you find it? Right here!"
I'd like to send an Eldritch Blast, not at them, but past their head, scaring the crap out of them.
Roll to attack.
Like far out, not like close to them.
Okay. Blast of yellow energy shoots into the sky.
Off the horse.
Hey! Who are you lot?
Who do you think?
We're the lot that just was hired by Helen Ray, and that's our horse. Get off.
If it's your horse, what's its name?
Fuck, I shouldn't have seen that video.
Wait, no, we did give it a name.
We did give it a name, didn't we? Did you write it down?
Allow me to consult my
Because
brain.
I didn't.
Wait, how would they know what the horse's name is?
We could just make up anything right now.
Yeah, but let's try to get it right.
Filled up.
This is from today. Whoops.
Other.
We gotta go in reverse order here. The last time we played was the 8th.
Nope, I did not write down the horse's name.
Did you have any record of it? Do you remember what it was?
I've been to the desert with a horse with no name.
We should name him Roach.
That's great. I
That's
just started
copyright.
playing Witcher 3 for the first time.
It's a fantastic game.
I know.
Somebody just call out a name.
Philip.
Come here, Philip. Come here.
Make an animal handling check.
Me or him?
Him.
Oh, well, I've got. Okay, can I wangle this since
Wangle?
I have proficiency in vehicles?
Ooh.
Land vehicles.
No.
I also have. Oh no, I don't.
Make an animal handling check. Land vehicles would be like driving a cart.
I will.
Which
help,
I did
can
drive.
I help him by
You have a
minor
wisdom,
illusion?
high wisdom, don't you?
Can I help him by minor illusion?
a wisdom check
Illusioning an
anyway.
apple in my hand.
Sure.
I
So
have
Mike, you
a
roll with
plus
advantage.
2. I have a plus 2.
For animal
Roll
handling?
with advantage. I'm helping. you.
10. 12. Hey, that's a.
Is he still on top of it?
He notices that it starts to move and quickly hops off the saddle or the saddle.
That's a good Philip.
I just kind of wield my hand
And then of course
crossbow
there's no
in case
apple.
they.
I'm just like,
And it just starts like biting, wiggling your hand like.
I've got some pocket.
As-
I have
as-
some pocket rations.
As a sense, trying to give them a sense to go away, I'm holding my hand crossbow. Just holding it out. but not at them.
You're wielding it, but you're not.
I'm wielding it,
Okay.
yeah. They can see it clearly when
All
I'm
right.
wielding the weapon.
All right.
good eye though. Way to be resourceful.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that Phil. I'm resourceful.
That's right, you are.
Yeah, you are. Come on, mate. And
I
they both start to make their way back down the pass.
flip them a silver coin. Just for the.
One for the two of them.
I'll set one each.
Don't spend it all in one place.
They have no use for
They have
money
no
at all.
But we don't give a shit. I don't know.
Thanks.
Well, you don't want it? You can give it back if you don't want it.
You got anything better than that?
Get the fuck
I like the slow, like, it sort of dawned on you.
I'm like, this is going nowhere.
I noticed that you raised your hand up a little bit when you said that.
I was just like, don't push me.
All right.
Don't you take this finger gun. Don't you challenge it.
Don't
I
make me
can't control the finger gun.
I'm just pointing it at them now, like.
A mind of its own. I don't know what it's gonna do. I mean,
All right.
it's the fingers,
And just
man.
Eldritch Blast it like Yu Yu Hakusho.
So
90s
they made their way back down the path. You guys have your horse back. Seems to be in decent shape.
Probably should get some
We
water.
give him water and feed him.
Okay. We don't have to roleplay that. You guys are able to find a small water reservoir around.
And everything.
So-
do we have anything in the cart besides hay and like us sitting in it?
Well, I've still got my.
You've got the bag of holding.
I've
on
got
you.
the bag of holding.
But you have it on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think we had anything else that could have been stolen. Is the cart in good condition and everything?
Yeah, everything seems
Okay,
to be
good.
fine.
I've been.
Is it a magic weapon?
I've been holding on to
It does say
19
it
19
requires
days of
attunement.
rations.
It does say it requires attunement.
I think
Is
I
that
have a
what
bunch
it
That's
is?
something you can do throughout the day.
Oh, okay, cool.
On your way.
Do you have to attune to that?
It does say it does require attunement, so...
Ooh, I always wanted something to attune to.
I've been holding on to 19 days of rations in the bag of holding and not needing them in the monk place because we had dinner there. So
I think I have my own rations. I'll have one day.
They wouldn't have brought it. It's all dried meats,
Yeah.
cheeses, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that
that's
seem
right.
to be trail ready.
Trail mix.
So,
jerky.
where are you guys going? Are you going back to Red Larch to resupply? Are you going to Feathergale Spire? Are you going anywhere in particular?
I don't really require anything, and Feathergale Spire is between here and Red Larch, and I really want to go.
To the Feathergale people?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Straight there?
we don't have to, but
The only thing
we
I...
could actually. I mean, we have a choice. We could go to the Riverguard Keep
How far?
because we have
How
a
many
month.
days
I mean,
journey
that's
is
plenty
it?
of time.
Is it from
Yeah.
from here if we go straight to? Oh God, Feathergale. We should decide which one do we want to hit up first.
Sure.
Feathergale or
Metagaming, Riverguard is your character's
right.
part of your story.
But I do like your
Feathergale is part of mine.
Gotcha. But I do like the idea of having one of. I definitely don't want to be allies with the Crushing Wave, but I have nothing against the Feathergale Knights right now.
If
unless
the
you do.
immediate obligation is to overpower the Sacred Stone Monastery, I think going to the Feathergale Knights would be.
I think we need some kind of support that's
I
not
agree.
just an old lady who's been making bags for us.
But that is a nice support to have.
That is
Yes.
a great support, and I love the woman. She smells weird, but I love her.
Mother Yolanta.
So to
where
the
would we be
Feathergale
without
Spire
her?
then.
Yes.
Do we go straight there, or is there like towns in between
I don't-
besides?
So,
Red Larch?
here's the thing. If you take a look at your map, you'll notice that you could cut through the mountains. However, that would be much more dangerous terrain than if you were to find your way to either the Larch Path, which you came from, the Cairn Road, which is southwest of that, or you could try and cut through the hills, which would be more likely to have some kind of encounter.
And XP. And level 5.
There's no such thing as XP.
We are in
It's
in
milestone.
It's
There might be a
milestone, okay.
milestone in the mountains. Mountain,
I'm up for it.
stone.
I'm up for whatever. But I assume how many days journey is it if we go straight to like?
Through the mountains, would it be faster?
There's no way of knowing.
It would be judging just by how we traveling and stuff like that. Would it be at least a day? As in my
I mean,
hands.
you would cut your time. It'd probably be about a day and a half's worth of travels if you can find it. That is.
What I'm going for is, at some point during our travel, can we get a long rest?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I do not want to go back to Red Larch.
I don't need
not,
to.
It's not good to be there right now.
Well, because until I can do something about disguising myself, I'm probably wanted more than both
Yeah.
of you.
You know
Having
what?
robbed the
Let's
place.
totally throw the DM off and say, let's go to the Golden Fields. Let's
Where's
just
that?
do it.
All
So
the
it's
way
all
down
the way down
here?
south here. Let's go to Golden Fields just to see what's up there.
I'm like, so thought you were serious just now,
No.
and I was about to be like, yeah, okay, let's do it.
Oh, you would have been?
I'm like, whatever. I was like, I figured you guys have been there. I don't know.
I don't even know what's in Golden.
Long
Yeah.
There's
rest.
an NPC named Chris and Kirsten that live there.
They play PlayStation and Wii and
We walk into
Switch.
their house. They're playing D&D.
They're playing Drunkards and Flagons.
Nice.
All right, so
So we go to the Feathergale Spire. We go through the mountains.
you're gonna go through the mountains. All right.
We agree through the mountains?
I'm on board. Yeah.
Let's do through the mountains.
Okay.
Is this
How
Do
dangerous
we
is this
take
for
a
our
long
horse?
rest before something happens, or?
We can.
So here's the thing: is that you guys were leaving right as the sun was setting.
Oh, so
So
can we
if you're
just set up
traveling-
camp at the base of the mountains?
If you're traveling through the mountains, are you traveling by night or by day?
We would probably do it by day.
I would say by day. I would
We
say
don't want the
let's
horse to
move
fall
far.
off or something.
Yeah, I would say let's create a little bit of distance, couple miles between the monastery and
Yeah.
us, and then set up camp.
Yeah, I'm on board for that. You good with that?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Cool.
So can we mark a long rest?
He's probably
Just
gonna roll
for
a
our
random
journey or
encounter.
something?
Yes. You can have your long rest.
Okay. I mean, I used one spell point, but I'd like it back.
Well, I'm
Just in
gonna
case.
see if the wand gets how many charges the wand gets back to.
And so nothing so your wild surge or whatever that's called doesn't happen until you cast a spell now, or even if you take a long rest, does it nullify?
No,
it?
if I took a long rest, it nullifies.
Oh, good.
So
Okay,
I
good.
could have just been like, "Hey guys, watch this."
Well,
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, I don't want the horse to spontaneously catch fire or something.
I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff that could happen on that wild surge table. The wand regains
So much
1d6
shit.
plus 1 expended
Ooh, God,
spell
hold on.
charges at dawn.
Is the thing under here? Oh no, it's over here. Good.
It
I don't want the map to
regains
get wet. So
4.
beep beep. I can't believe it's only 9:30.
Wow, I feel like
so
I've been
much.
through a
Like
lot,
we've done
Chris.
a lot. Like I feel like a lot's happened, and like it's only been like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
We threw you for a loop, didn't we?
A little bit. Let me open one of these windows. Alright, so to go through the mountains, you're going to have to go through 3 days of basically checking for encounters.
Okay.
All right.
So,
And do we do the thing where every night we take shifts watch so we don't all sleep at the same time? Stupidly.
yeah, the
Yeah, but
trick
we
is
still get the
we
long
sleep in
rest.
But,
shifts.
yeah, just we still get the
Yeah.
long rest, but
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do we sleep in shifts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
So-
yeah, let's do some random encounters.
I'm in. I'd like to roll my dice more than
Yeah.
dice.
I'm actually hoping there's like.
A fight. I want to
Dang,
fight
there's
something.
4 bugbears that attack you. Rock on! All right.
All right. Set them on fire, actually.
So, who is going to be taking the first watch for the first night?
I'll take it.
Okay. Joe, roll 2d12.
Ooh, D12.
2 d12s. They made a total of
No,
11.
what are each of them?
Oh, there's an 8 and there's a 3.
Okay. You take your watch. Having some of your trail rations, which seems to be...
Mark
We're
it down.
out of the monastery right now. We don't need this music anymore.
We need mountain music.
Oh,
Bam, ba, ba, bam, ba, ba, bam.
I was gonna go with Skyrim.
Relaxing orchestra music, Mountain Spirit, beautiful ambient fantasy orchestra mountain music.
That's a long title.
3 hours.
Someone's trying to get SEO. Keywords, baby!
All
It
right.
doesn't have to make sense.
So, the rations that you've had in your pack seem to almost taste better than the nasty gruel that you've been having at the monastery.
Teriyaki jerky.
You take a look at the fire that you've set up for you and your mates, reminding you of your vision that you had earlier in the day. You seem to get a little lost in the flames, thinking, wondering, could something different have happened?
Oh, you have a brace.
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Take this time to ponder. Before you realize, the sun's rising again.
Oh, I did the whole night. Okay.
That doesn't mean he's exhausted, right? Or was it...
Everyone's resting in shifts. He was the only one that had to roll for the rest.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought we each had to do it. Okay.
Well, you will for each day.
I see. So one of us gets one each day. or
Correct.
something?
Yeah.
Okay, I
So-
understand. I understand.
Gotcha.
So, Chris, I have a small question. When it comes to brewing alcohol, on my own, I have
You
brewer's
didn't even
supplies.
find the brewery in the monastery, Mike.
I know. And that's
Huh.
why I was upset and wanted to fight.
Delicious.
Was that in the basement?
They were-
Or actually, don't tell us
You
because
can
we're
have
going back.
Can I try?
Just don't put them in this one because this one's wet and
Wet.
nasty.
Wet.
Oh,
So
God.
there's a huge thing of gluten-free pretzels right behind you, too.
Oh, man.
Can I, just in case this gets, like... Can we dump
We
that?
have other ones.
I know
Can we
what
dump that?
these
Just
are.
because I don't want it to go everywhere.
I'm not familiar.
Here you go. This is for your pencils if you want that. There's also apples in there. There's 4. I brought 4 apples in case someone's in a appley mood and wants to destroy the audio. But it'll be funny.
When we crunch away on those gluten-free, wow,
Right?
Really good.
that's shocking.
Plop that right in there.
They do salt and pepper ones. They do habanero ones.
Is this the... Oh, wait. What is this? Oh, I thought this was the lime chip that you bought the other day.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to Snack Break.
And when I
Snack
said
Break
other
brought
day,
to
it
you
was
by
like a month and a half ago.
these things.
Snack break brought to you by Snyder's and
Are these some kind of
Harvest Snacks.
spicy? Hot?
These are not.
Okay.
They make spicy ones, which I prefer, but these are just salt.
I can't do spicy stuff like Flamin' Hot Cheetos. If I realize they're Flamin' Hot, I'd cry. No, I can't do it. I'm really bad with it. Spicy food.
So when it comes to brewing things, say on the fly, out of say like a cart during downtime,
Okay.
You know how long it takes to ferment something?
no idea. But
Making beer is like
Yeah.
a week long, multiple week long
Yeah,
process.
it's weeks of ferment.
Just leave it in the cart.
So basically, what I'm saying is, I need alcohol. I'm starting to get sober, and the night terrors are gonna start.
So, let me think about this.
Sorry to pile drive the pace here, but
No, you're good.
I must
my
These are
character,
important questions.
my character is an alcoholic, so I feel like it's important to
It's a
to
character
be-
trait you have to go through. I question your habits though,
Really good.
as a half elf.
I got a bag of those as part of my trail food when I was hiking in Wyoming.
Those are amazing.
They weren't very filling.
No,
The state
they're
it's not a
mostly
perfect
air.
rectangle.
What?
It upsets me.
It's almost a perfect.
It's like that little. Some maps don't care. Anyway,
So, there are basic crude liquors that you could brew for yourself using your brewer's kit. You know, as you're making them, getting your vials ready, getting all of your tubes and vials and everything like that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good. It's function, not flavor. And you're kind of sad as you're measuring, and you're stirring, and you're sloshing it around. But over the course of 2 days, you're able to get some crude liquor.
I'm replacing World Shine because it's not World Shine anymore. It's crude.
2-day liquor. I don't even know how to make liquor, but I don't know what would happen in 2 days. I'm thinking of that.
I'm
still
thinking
that
it's
is
not
in
gonna-
mash.
Think rubbing alcohol.
I think it's gonna be more effective than tasty.
So,
I want to take a hot second to make some sort of noise, like,
You're right there.
oh, that's good stuff.
It does not look like it's good.
It doesn't taste like it.
Can I have some?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Sure, why not?
Well, I got my cure wounds ready. That's for sure.
Here you go.
I will taste some.
Make a Constitution save.
Do I have to do anything, or do I just?
you knock it back, and the fire that encapsulated Helen Ray seems minuscule compared to the fire burning down your throat.
Good thing
I
you're
hand it-
resistant.
I hand it back, and I just
Never again.
walk away.
And I walk away.
My eyes turn like gray, and I just walk away and just
Yeah, it tastes-
start crawling for a couple minutes.
It tastes like pneumonia.
Something tells me he will not be taking
Okay,
the watch
tastes like
today.
it.
So, your day continues. The mountains are starting to get much more rough. You can tell that there's clearly no actual path cut through in between these hills. So you've found your ways into some of the parts of the valley, kind of slowly ricketing over the stones. Your horse is having a rather tough time getting your carriage up and over some of them. It seems to be rather tired and rather broken, almost.
I'd like to, during the tougher portions of the horse's journey side of it, if pushing the cart from the back at all helps it, so that it doesn't die before we get there.
Well, even just getting off of the cart, you notice a noticeable rise in its spirits.
I'll
a little-
walk as much as
I'll
I
walk
can.
with it, yeah.
Picks up a little bit, and it starts to move at a regular pace.
Okay.
But
So
your
I'm
horse-
the only one sitting on the cart
Or you
now?
you can guide it if you don't want to sit on it.
the horse is tired.
Let's take
Your
a break.
food supplies are dwindling for it. Water is getting harder to come by. I need everyone to make a survival check.
Uh-oh.
All right.
You've also consumed 3 of your trail rations.
I have
your first
one
aid
of my own, so you can mark 2 off
You
mine.
You can take one off. Do you have any?
Yeah, I had some.
Oh, we just used to lose one.
Yeah.
3 as in 1 each.
1 each.
I understand. My survival was a total of 13.
Okay.
My survival was 11 total.
Okay.
Sorry, I keep hitting.
Oh,
the
I have
wrong
14
thing.
then. Nice. Okay, cool. 1.
16.
Okay. Alright, so following the narrow cracks in the mountain, you do notice that some of the higher peaks have ice and snow off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, knowing to follow at the base of these hills, you start to notice pools of water. Stagnant, but still, pools of water
Water
at the bottom of
nonetheless.
these hills starting to collect.
Glacial.
Can we water the horse? Can we water Philip?
Absolutely.
What's the freshest water? If it's from a glacier.
I see something floating in it. I'm not sure if that's entirely like fresh. It doesn't give me the
Do you have
fresh
purify water? We really need to get some like useful spells.
For non-combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, you only need like
I can't get
a
it.
couple
Yeah.
spells for
No,
combat, like burning hands, firebolt, and magic missiles. Like I don't need
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
I don't even... What was it called?
Purify food and drink, I think. Funny story. Eventually, as a monk, I get to pure mind and body, so I can't
That's a
be
paladin thing, of course.
damaged by certain things that I consume. I think. I don't remember exactly the trick to that one, but that's eventually. Anywho,
Okay.
Here's the thing, after our next... Since paladin spells can be changed for each rest, correct? Warlock
Yeah.
is the one that's each level.
Right.
Okay, so the next time we rest, I can switch my spells up.
Okay. So, Cora, I'm going to need you to roll 2d12s for me.
A 10 and an 8.
don't let me hog these though, Joe. If you want it anymore,
No,
no.
it's all good.
Bear with me for 1 second.
It's a very pretty die.
I like it. It's exactly the material I thought it was gonna be. You know, looking at it.
Yeah, it's got some textures.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about 9 more sets of dice?
Yeah.
So, as you guys are traveling through the mountains, you do see a pillar of smoke climbing up from beyond a certain point through the hills. You start to climb up, finding a relatively level ways of making your ways up the hill.
want a dice tray?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Sorry. I was just like, I have nothing.
As the sun is getting ready to set, you do see a group of 3 orcs and a hobgoblin sitting around the fire, sharing a few fish roasted over it. 2 of them playing cards with each other. The other 2 chowing down.
So is this... Sorry, I...
3
Did-
orcs and a hobgoblin.
Okay, I didn't catch the first part. Are we... Can we see them from where we're resting?
You're peering over top of them. They've kind of nestled into a small little
Cove thing?
cove, basically,
Okay.
and started a fire for the night. The
And
sun's
we're
probably
on the
about
rocks
an hour
on
away
top
from
of
the sun.
that.
Yep.
So they don't notice us.
They haven't noticed you now. They're not currently armed. They do have weapons, but they're more off to the side.
Judging by looking at them, can I determine whether or not they are raiders or just businessy, market kind of guys?
Make a perception check.
Do
Merchants.
they have
is the
anything of
word.
interest besides weapons?
They're wearing business casual.
They're that polo with the
Let me
jeans. Perception?
Make a perception.
That's not good.
Unfortunate.
9. Wish my perception was higher. +2.
They are They do have a small chest that they seem to be transporting. It's nothing it's not a chest. It's more almost like a suitcase would be.
A bag.
What was your perception check?
9. I guess just judging from their clothing or something, can I tell if they're part of something or if they're just their own kind of situation?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Especially with the way that the shadows are starting to encompass them over their uniforms. From your
Do
listening,
they have
though,
tents?
they do have 2 tents set up. From what you can tell, there are 2 male orcs, 1 female orc, and 1 hobgoblin.
Okay. While we're trading shifts, I guess am I taking the first shift then? Is that
Are
how
you
this
just
works?
watching over them?
I am not going to do anything until it's my turn to sleep. Then I'm just going to tell whoever's next for their shift to about what's going on, and then let.
So we
You guys haven't rested yet.
Oh, so we're all awake still.
You guys are all awake. You haven't even set up your camp yet. You just
Oh,
noticed
okay.
this pillar of smoke.
I thought these guys
They
were
decided
sleeping,
to
and
peer
I just
out over
noticed
it.
it.
Are they
on
in
my
our
watch.
way? Like, are we going to pass them if we continue on the path?
No. They're not in your way.
So we could just
Avoid them.
ignore it
We could
altogether.
bypass this if we wanted to. Do we want to?
Unless we want the chest, but I don't. I'm not the real kind of the raidery type of person.
Let's try and just go.
Okay.
Let's
See if
just.
we
Well,
we have
if the horse doesn't
the
need
horse
a
and the
rest, let's
cart.
remember. So as long as they don't notice us.
I need all 3 of you to make a stealth check.
Weirdly enough, I have a relatively high stealth.
Ooh, that's not good. Oh, no, it's
Natural
not good.
20.
Okay.
7, so mine's actually better than yours.
This is a 6. Or
Right.
do you get 7?
I get a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a 22, guys.
So I
You're
had an
stealthy.
idea for how to calculate group stealth checks.
Okay.
20,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So 20 plus 20 plus what?
6.
6 plus
7.
7 divided by 4.
Well, he got a 22.
Right, I marked that down twice.
Because he critted?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your total stealth score was a 13, apparently?
Add them all
I'm-
up,
I'm
divide
getting
by
an
the
average.
average.
You're
Oh,
getting
you
average,
divided
yeah,
it.
it goes
I was
down
like, okay.
Sounds right.
Add 'em all
That
up,
makes that's
divide
fair. That's fair.
Because
I
I
like
think
that.
that it sucks if he rolls a nat 20 and somebody rolls a 1 and it blows everybody's cover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're good.
Okay.
So we got a 13
So-
total, you say?
You're able to duck down underneath, and you do hear a little bit of a rustling.
Oh, shit. I draw my nunchucks.
Hey! Hey! Who goes there? You do
What?
notice that the 3 men, the 3 males, start to go and reach for their weapon.
Do they climb up, climb up to us?
They haven't done anything yet. They're still at the
They're-
bottom of this little hill.
Okay.
Say something. Say something.
Sorry, we're not sleeping right now. We're traveling.
No, we're
We
also
tried to
awake.
sneak past, and I don't know. I think they've noticed us because they're like, "Hey, who goes there?"
This is still during the day.
It's like,
Sun is about an hour from setting.
We're just passing through. Just passing through.
Show yourselves.
I just stand up there. I don't go down
I just kind of walk up and lazily show my hands, like, look,
there. Unarmed.
we're just passing through here.
I keep my hand with my nunchucks behind my back, and it's just like, "Hey, how you doing?"
As casually as possible. Like,
Casual.
what are you lot up to?
Hiking through the mountains.
Oh, it sounds fun.
Have you got any food?
Oh god. We don't though.
Yeah, I got some food.
You want to toss it down in them?
I mean, there's
Are
4
there
of you,
fish
right?
there?
They were sharing 1 fish.
Oh,
Hey, man, I could give you a couple days rations each. How about that?
each.
Please
Ah, do I buy this? Is this legit? Do I buy this?
make a insight check. As soon as you mentioned food, they've instantly unknocked their bows, set them down to the side, swords off to the side. Like they've lowered their alertness.
21.
They
21.
seem genuine. They seem scared, but they
Really?
seem relieved.
Orcs? Big, tough.
Hey, they're
manly,
humanoids
aggressive
too.
orcs?
They're just a bunch of Fords.
Orcs are people too.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Racist.
Maybe Wong is a racist.
Xenophobe.
You could be.
He hates dry. Anyways.
So as I'm walking up to them, looking in the bag
You're
of holy,
walking down to them, but
down
yes.
to them, like, hey,
I stay up top.
what's in
having-
your chest there? You got
I
some
have the high
business you've been
ground.
working
I
on?
want to stick kind of right to his to
Yeah,
your
3 of us should
to,
probably stick together.
to N's right and sort of
I'm not
5
moving.
feet to the.
I don't just in case.
The,
I'm just up there with the horse. I don't want the horse to run away.
the female orc stands up and says, "It's all the same. Our business is our business.
Fair
That's
We're happy to
fair.
share. We're happy to share our food with you, or our campfire with you, but it's personal matters.
That's not a problem, dearie. We all have our own business to attend to, and don't worry, we have means of making our own fire. You lot aren't in trouble?
As you guys get a little closer, make a perception check for both of you.
And me?
No, not you.
Okay.
You're staying up there.
But I am looking over.
Oh,
So, you know,
dang.
look out though.
I nat 20'd, so 20 even.
I got a, this was perception?
Yeah.
7.
So, you're still kind of shifty-eyeing the entire situation, Juan, kind of keeping yourself on your toes.
Yep,
But both of you have gotten down to the bottom of this small ravine where you're basically at eye levels with the two of them. Caxilus, as you've gotten a little bit closer, you have noticed that underneath the loose clothing that this female orc is wearing, she seems to be clutching her stomach.
Oh.
Well,
she pregnant?
I don't see that.
Seems to be.
I'm gonna do the really stupid thing.
The orc, you said?
The female
The
orc.
female orc?
I'm gonna do the really stupid thing as I bring out the rations. So when are you due?
I go, excuse me?
You're the charisma as well.
Yeah, I'm just taking a risk.
You don't need to roll for that.
If I hear that, I roll my eyes.
Honestly, any day now.
God, if we have to do some
If
kind
she
of...
goes in labor and we have to deliver an orc baby,
We're,
I want to level up if we do that. Okay?
Can we just...
we're out here looking for some help. We keep to ourselves mostly, but we've heard there's a town not too far away.
Red Larch?
I don't know the name.
Which direction are you headed?
Our elders were killed. They can't help us.
Which direction are you headed?
North, south,
I thought you were
east.
back with the horse.
Which direction are you going?
You're not hearing much of this conversation.
Okay, so not hearing anything. Can I
Are you lost?
see what, just judging by body language, kind of the hobgoblin's relationship to the other two orcs?
It seems like they're part of a convoy, and this hobgoblin is dressed a little bit finer than the other three members of the group, but you can't tell if that's more of a member of rank or circumstance.
Does he look like a bodyguard or something?
Almost, yeah.
Okay.
Hobgoblins are naturally a little bit tougher.
It's a big spider just hanging out from your lamp.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I saw it go like
This moment is brought to you by things
just
that are
bungee jumping over
easily
there.
distracted.
Sorry.
Anyway, no, it's fine.
Okay, cool. I just
Are you lost?
We've been told to head in the direction that the sun rises.
Well, that would be away from Red Larch. Red Larch is west of here. That's where the sun sets.
in this world.
Aren't there some monks or something that can help us?
Ooh, to the east?
There's a monastery to the east of here, but I don't know if they'd be able to help you much. They're a bit of a violent bunch. What do you need, though?
Well,
I don't mean to pry, but I
It's-
might be able to better help you.
it's her first time, and she looks up at the hobgoblin, who's looking back down at her, with heavy worry in his eyes.
Oh, I
We're just not
misjudged the
sure what to
situation.
expect. We've been told there'd be pain.
Oh,
and I
there-
might not make it.
From the birth?
Yes.
Might not make it.
Complications.
I really
see.
don't know how to handle this.
Well,
I
listen.
hate that I'm a paladin
Listen,
right now.
let me level with you. We're headed east, or excuse me, we're headed west. And while I'm sure you guys want to go where you want to go, I'm sure your tribe is, left you. Is that what you mentioned? Your tribe had not connected with you.
She starts getting emotional.
Okay.
The queen.
I turned to one
That's
of
a
the
good idea.
males, maybe the
Yeah,
I turned
that's
to the
a great
hobgoblin
idea,
like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make her
Tell that to me in your
emotional
mind.
here.
It's okay. These things happen.
And I motion.
Seeing kind of like how worried they are and
Are you
everything,
down there yet?
I take the horse down there. Fuck it. I take the horse down there. So seeing, I guess, being caught up or whatever, seeing that they're all like really worried and not exactly a threat by my judgment, I my mind whisper to them if we should give them the horse and carriage for them for them to be carried. With some, I guess, horse. What we have left for the food for the horse.
Well, that would definitely help her out.
Yeah.
Which
My worry is...
I'm hoping. I also
Excuse us for just one
in
minute.
Huddle, huddle up.
in our
Call Obsidian, huddle up.
I don't
they
exactly. I
definitely seem
don't
to
want
be
to do this,
distracted.
but
all
if this
three
is,
seem to be distracted by trying to comfort this woman.
Who's now in
Give us just a
hysterics.
minute here. We might have something for you that could help. Just hold on a minute.
we could give. I don't want to get rid of the horse.
It's Philip, after all.
Yeah, we have. Well, that's irrelevant.
To be honest, the horse is not really doing well in the mountains, but we can walk. She can't.
Do we need the
We
horse
could-
for something else? We paid a lot of money for this thing.
Dude, we're gonna make that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Very.
Have you ever
very,
seen this guy try to sell a ring?
No.
You
I
should.
haven't.
It's a really great con.
You mean a ring like this? Minor illusion. Or this?
Whoa.
Or these?
Whoa.
I don't like that I came up with this idea.
Look, listen. We could maybe direct them north to the Larch Path. Tell them, follow the path to Red Larch. At least there, maybe we get a chance to, I don't know, send them on their way in a proper way. We could always just go with them, make sure they get there.
Do we
A-okay.
send them to somebody with a message to like Mother Yolanta or something?
Maybe. She could help out. She's a woman of some manner of medicine.
She could have some special tea that could help her survive
Don't
her
know
pregnancy.
if orcs and a bugbear would be welcome in Red Larch.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Well,
Well,
they
they
might
can
be-
go wherever they want with the cart, but I don't. Again, want to get rid of it. Very
They can go to the
conflicted.
monastery if they want, but that was a monastery of like training and fighting, not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah,
You know, hey,
it was.
let's birth an orc.
Yeah.
Do we care?
I
What happens
kinda
to
do.
them?
I just think
find
that they need means of getting through the mountains better, and a horse and a cart would really help that.
But do we care? We don't know these people.
Hey, they're
What,
people
would you
too.
want to kill them?
No, I don't want to kill them. I want to keep moving.
Come on.
She's pregnant.
Do what you want with the horse.
Hey-oh.
It's acting.
Good orc. Good orc friend.
Look, Cor.
Again.
Everything is about
Please.
balance.
A gash. A gash. I meant
I do a lot of cons
Actually,
and a lot of lying.
what?
Every once in a while, I like to do something
Space
nice.
gash.
I hate doing things nice.
Okay. A gash. My name is Wong Fei Huang. We're gonna advise you not to head east to the Sacred Stone Monastery, but instead head north until you find the Larch Path. There then you follow it southwest to Red Larch. There's a town there that's civilized. When you get there,
They might be a little uncomfortable with your type of folk, with
They
orcs.
don't accept our kind normally.
No, but there is one who probably could. If you go in without making it very obvious that you're not there to harm anyone, if you can get in touch, well, go ahead. I know you were gonna.
Yeah. A woman named Mother Yolanta is very sympathetic to cripples, bastards, and broken things. So, without a doubt, she is a cultivator of all things weird. I mean,
Nice reference.
we know her, so you can tell right away that's a solid reference. So, she's a woman of healing, a woman of herbs. She could ease, I'm sorry, ma'am. You're probably a lovely woman. Name was...
Agash.
Oh, Agash. My dear woman.
All right.
When Wong tries to turn on the charm,
Orcs!
it's sort
Kill
of...
orcs!
When Wong tries to turn on the charm, it's like...
I might say to him, presumably one of them is her husband or mate. I'd calm down.
Anyways, ask for Mother Yolanta. She is a woman of mysticism. She could very well easily ease some of your woes in exchange for a little bit of coin or perhaps a reference from us.
Yeah, tell her that. Did we tell her her names?
Yes, Wong, Kor, and
Caxilus.
Caxilus.
Can I, now that I'm down there, can I make an insight check on them?
Are you trying to gain any particular information?
I'm worried about one thing.
Do you want to text it to me?
No, I can say it to you. I'm just debating on if it's a dumb thing.
There are no
We
stupid
won't
questions.
laugh.
Yeah,
like
It's not. It's not like embarrassing. Okay, I'm wondering, having gone down there, if she's actually pregnant. Like, how does she look? Is she wearing clothes that perhaps could be like a pillow or something underneath her?
She's wearing very loose clothes, but make an insight check, yeah.
11.
Paxos has already gotten the information that he was the first to notice, and it doesn't.
It looks
seem-
legit.
like you saw them down there. There's no way she could have stuffed a pillow under her shirt in the time that you guys started talking with her.
I've given them 8 days worth of rations, by the way, 2 for each
Okay.
of them.
Okay.
Okay. Then that's all I got right now.
And what do we do about the town guards?
Well, the town guards will probably be more likely to let you in if you give them a few of these, and I hand over 20 gold pieces.
Oh.
You're very generous, sir.
Well, we've had several days of being in a very non-generous environment, and everything in balance. Just pay it forward.
And what can we do for you? No.
Well,
Let us name the kid. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't say that.
you really should.
No, it's not something Cor would say.
Do you have anything neat you can show us?
Neat.
I'm sorry, I'm speaking under common. Do you have any unique items that you might be willing to part with? Just a
I
trade.
don't want to shake these people down.
The woman Agash says, I'm sorry. We've only got enough for ourselves.
No. It's
it's
fine.
not that big a
we
deal,
we
man.
just
We're a curious bunch.
yeah. I'm still curious as to what's in the chest there, but that is your business.
No, it's... She opens it up, and you see a small satchel of hastily thrown together baby's clothes.
Of course.
a
Well,
prepared
obviously, that's something that you should keep.
I can't imagine you'd have much use for it.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid not. You
If I
never
could-
know. You never know. But
If I could, I'd help you. But we can't.
Of course.
no. It's fine. Look, just take the horse, take the gold, take the food rations. Dang, we're generous indeed.
Yeah, aren't we? Aren't we?
And
Give him your spells while you're at it. Just kidding.
I can't really do that.
Can I see what kind of
Can you at least
they have
pass
any
a
kind of
message
weapons?
along for us
you can do that for a second.
To whom?
to Mother Yolantha?
Absolutely.
Tell her that we sent you, and ask her or tell her that we are alive, and that we miss her tea.
That you're alive. And you... Mr. T.
Oh,
By
no.
the way,
Oh, no.
forewarning about the tea.
It's an interesting tea.
Yeah, it'll help, but it's a bit hard to swallow.
I look
Oh
at.
my gosh!
I look at.
Oh no! Wait.
Before
I-
something happens,
I
like
bent
to-
away immediately. No.
I look away, or I look at the three of them. Or can I see what kind of weaponry they have? Do they have any weaponry on them at all? Anything to protect themselves with?
I mean, they've dropped their weapons. The
They've
two
had those
orcs
bows.
have daggers at their sides, but everything else has been set off to the side.
I
One
take-
of them has a bow and arrow, the other has a sword. The hobgoblin does have a small scimitar
We are
off to the
not
side.
delivering an orc.
I
he
am
has a
so
scimitar?
delivering
Okay,
this
I was
man.
literally gonna give him a scimitar. Okay, but if he has one, I'll.
I do not want to go home and tell my wife that what we did today
Is give
in
birth
D&D
to
was
or
give
help.
birth to
I
an orc.
want
To aid in the
this
birth
to
of an
happen.
orc.
I want this to happen.
We're gonna find out that is.
You should
human
really get to
and-
Red Larch quickly.
This is like
Yeah,
an episode
perhaps.
of Maury. Like which one's the father?
Whoa!
It's the bugbear.
No.
Oh. Okay, I guess I don't give the scimitar since they already have. They seem like they could protect themselves.
I think
guess.
that this will help you out a lot.
Thank you. The sun's about to rest. Would you like to stay?
Sure, why not? Wait, do we want to rest?
Well, we've got a long way to go yet.
Oh yeah, we do. We definitely do. Are we
Yeah.
gonna walk at night?
The sun is about a half hour from setting.
Are we gonna walk in the middle?
Sure, we'll stay here.
Sorry.
Well,
sorry.
we're-
We're gonna deliver an orc, baby. We're gonna deliver an orc, baby.
I
Who wants wants to take watch?
Me.
I don't think I'll be able to
Oh
sleep.
my god. If anyone's gonna deliver this baby, I want it to be Wong. It has to be Wong. Because that's
I am
the
not doing
funniest.
it.
I'm not doing it either. I don't like babies. They
I'm
scare
not
me.
doing it with my braced arm, and I mean, I don't really want to get up in an orc's business.
If you need to wake me
So-
up for my spells, I'm there for you for my healing
So
spells.
I sit awake.
Bless, bless, bless,
can
bless.
I make
I'll use
conversation
Mage
with if
Hand
any of
for the
them are
entire
awake?
process.
Can I make some conversation with
Sure,
them?
one of the orcs stays awake
Just
and
like-
starts stealing some cards to you.
All right. So I ask him. I was like, so he's a full-blooded orc. He's a half-blood orc. What's the deal with him?
All of the orcs here, with the exception of the hobgoblins, seem to be as full-blooded orc as it can be.
Okay, cool. So
But
I'm like,
strangely civilized.
oh, neat. So I ask him as everybody's asleep, sort of quietly. I'm like, you got any threes? Also,
How's your poker
Side
face,
note.
Long?
probably really bad. Anyways, side note. So, orc culture.
What you want to know about it?
Where would you say you guys rank? Are you sort of like in the lower part, or are you sort of upper part? I noticed Hobgoblin over there's kind of got a nice collar on his shirt.
Well, I like to think ever since our village got sacked, we're all the same rank.
Huh. Oh, who sacked your village?
Group of rages coming through here.
What'd they look? Oh, I'm asleep. I'm bedding down. Sorry.
What'd they look like?
Didn't get a good look at them. They came through the night,
They didn't.
burned our huts down,
Oh God. Oh dear. That's...
said they were going to make a sacrifice.
Jesus.
Yikes. They weren't wearing, and I produced one of the Sacred Stone Monastery's masks. They weren't wearing these, were they?
No.
I really hope they weren't the Feathergale Knights.
Me too.
Weird. Sacked and said they were gonna make. Wait, they didn't sacrifice anybody you knew, did they?
Jesus.
You're so
Have you got-
gentle,
Yeah.
so kind. You should be proud of yourself.
No.
He looks
barrier.
down, looks to the fire. Have you got any eights?
Go fish.
Go fish.
My daughter
Oh.
said they're taking her to the wicker.
There is so much going on in this world.
Someone.
We can't solve all the world's problems. We're
Two.
only level 4.
It's really so proficient in medicine.
wicker.
So
Wicker,
I'm gonna
eh?
have to deliver this baby.
Ah, the wicker. The wicker, huh?
They
Did they-
said before the scarlet moon,
Glad you're writing this down.
Yeah, I know.
Wait. The
Imix would have a sacrifice.
Scarlet Moon. Imix with an I.
IMIX.
IMIX would have.
You know, if we had just killed these guys.
We would have been baby killers.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we killed them and then he
Have a
goes, one of them was
sacrifice.
pregnant? I would have been like,
Oh!
I quit the game?
No,
Another campaign?
I cast Wand of Magic Missiles on myself,
Yep.
put it in my throat.
Scarlet.
My
and
hand's
just-
next to my head and just Eldritch blasted.
Get a lot of good point points that way.
By killing our murdering.
You get good
Hang
point
on.
points for suicide, I see.
Oh, yeah, hey, I kill myself right now. Can I go to level 10?
Campaign 2. George.
Alright,
I am looking for something actually. because-
That name does ring a bell to you.
Yes,
Scarlet
yes.
Moon Hall.
Oh.
Yes. I need to go. Oh, I need.
Does
Am I waking up?
Does that wake
Does
me
it
up?
wake them up?
Yeah. Wong's so excited that he's just going. What? Oh my God! I know that. I know that.
Wong.
Down.
Oh no.
Is everything okay?
Going back to sleep.
You woke
Yes.
up, you woke up the mother.
Yes.
what's
The
going on?
the druids of the Let me consult my brain.
I don't like it when he does that, though.
The druids.
But he's got the
of-
most well-written brain.
It's weird. It's weird that he remembers very specific things, but not
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. What is this?
Your mentor told you to investigate the druids at the Scarlet Moon Hall.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if I knew that or not.
My mentor, Master Shifu, told me to look for the.
Shifu. Sorry.
He doesn't
I love
know
it.
that.
I didn't know it when I first.
He doesn't
and then
know
I made
that
the
Wong
connection.
is from a movie
Yeah.
from Doctor Strange. And he doesn't know that Master Shifu is from Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
He just picked those names.
I
Yeah.
love it. That's my favorite.
Druids from... I gotta write it again. From Scarlet... Scarlet Moon
Scarlet Moon Hall.
Hall.
And
I'm
your
gonna
group-
star that.
organizations to investigate now for our backstories.
Well, the funny thing is, I didn't remember this as Wong. Wong didn't remember this because he was drunk, so he was just
Ah,
helping
okay.
helping End out because he met him and he likes him. Anyways, so I loudly declare that I'm like the Druids of Scarlet Moon Hall. Of course, I know that. Yes, I know that.
You know the druids.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go there and find out. I think I'm supposed to go there and find out what they're doing and put a stop to it. I think.
I should sincerely hope so.
Yeah. So are you awake right now? Can I turn to one of you?
I'm like staring right at you.
Yeah, I'm
What
looking
are
at
you
you having a
talking about?
panic attack right now.
Long story short, Master Shifu told me to come to this part of the world and look for the druids from the Scarlet Moon Hall. They'd kidnapped someone, I want to say.
Seems to be
Yaga.
a lot of kidnapping.
My
going on.
daughter.
Oh, yes.
Wait, so
Is this the hobgoblin?
No, he's talking to one of the orcs.
wait, your daughter, is she still alive?
I hope so.
Jeez, wow, how could you ask someone if someone's still
And
alive?
that's-
Goodness.
Well, I
And
said
that's
it
your
slowly.
daughter's mother?
I said it slowly, trying to be
No.
gentle.
Oh.
Wait, what? What? I'm sorry.
The pregnant lady is not the daughter's mother.
Oh, yes. So, Yagar is the daughter of the hobgoblin?
No, the door.
No, the guy he's
orc,
talking
the
to.
orc that I'm...
Yes, you're
What's
talking
your
to
What's
an
your
orc right
name?
now. Vagar,
Vagar,
Vagar.
father of Yagar.
and that's Hagar.
Oh, great. Who's the mother? What's her name?
Agash.
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 Oh, right, we already did that.
And she is sleeping rather close to the hobgoblin.
Oh, I misjudged that
hobgoblin.
hardcore.
So,
That's what happens when you assume.
can I ask who's daddy in this?
Oh my god.
Hey, I've got the silver tongue, yeah,
Well,
golden tongue.
His name's Joma.
Oh.
Joma.
Is he not
neither
here?
one of you are the father.
No. Him.
Oh,
Oh, the hobgoblin is the father.
the hobgoblin's the father.
I'm not
You
joking.
are the father! Anyways.
So
The elder said there would be difficulties.
Oh. Yes.
This is what happens when guys play D&D.
You encounter a pregnant orc. I cast
I
Misty
flounder
Step.
hard.
I cast Misty Step and disappear into
Dimension going
I-
on out of here.
I cast-
See you later.
I cast going to the store.
I miss talking to the portrait.
Did you? You know what's funny is, last time I came here to talk to Chris, I told him that, hey, guess what I saw today? I saw a goat being born. This was like I actually saw this. Is this the inspiration?
No.
Oh,
This is
okay.
from the campaign book.
I
isn't it?
literally, no.
Oh.
I literally saw, I went to the fantasy generator and I was like, 3 orcs and a hobgoblin. Okay, let's make this interesting. They have a chest. What's in the chest? Baby supplies. One of them's pregnant.
Oh gosh.
That's awesome. Also, is anything severe going on with the mama over there? Agash?
No.
Oh, she
sleeping.
fell back asleep. Oh, phew. Thank goodness. All right.
If nothing, I'm gonna
Well,
try to go
I
back
guess
to
I'll
sleep.
go back to sleep then.
Sorry.
Until it's my watch. Or
Sorry, Vagar. I'm sorry to hear about that, but hey, give me a brief description of what Yagar, your daughter, looks like. Black of hair, green of skin, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, yes.
I'm not
Large
laughing.
tusks.
She has
strong.
She has tusks.
Strong tusks for her.
About
I
how?
don't judge.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to see. Hey, this is your moment.
She usually had her hair back in pigtail. Trimmed right after the band.
Gotcha. I can look
Most
at them.
beautiful yellow eyes. Could still see them.
I love that character.
Because this is my solution to everything.
Sandra is my favorite.
From the crudely made alcohol.
Oh god, you don't want to kill him.
He takes a whiff of it. Here, I can do you one better.
Oh.
Grabs his water skin and starts to hand it over to you.
Oh. I take a sniff.
Sure.
And a swig.
Poisoned.
Knock, knock it
We
back.
got got you.
You knock it back.
You've been
and it's
bamboozled.
a bit crude, but still a very smooth vodka.
Oh,
Ooh,
oh that's
Yorkshire
delightful.
vodka.
If I may, and I ask, and I gesture to mine, and I look to pour a little bit in there.
Your drink.
I pour a little, just like a shot.
Sure.
And I hand it back to him, and I'm like, "This is what I call shake, 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 the world shine." And I take a drink of it.
Tastes better now.
There we go. There we go. That's good stuff. Got any sixes?
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, thank you.
The night passes by. Everyone,
Didn't know we had a deck of cards.
I actually do. I'll have.
I have a dice set.
they were playing they were playing cards before you guys came in.
Oh.
Yeah, so-
The rest of the night passes by uneventfully. Everybody wakes in the morning. Sounds of birds chirping, the fresh mountain air, cool breeze, waking everybody up.
Time to get a little buzz on.
Well,
Okay.
we best be on our way. Thank you so much.
The horse's name is Philip. He responds to Philip.
Philip.
Now.
We'll remember it always.
Remember, Mother Yolantha,
Tell her
Wong,
we sent you.
Cor, Caxilus.
Yes.
Tell
We're
her we
alive.
missed the tea.
Pregnant.
Yes.
Just be prepared for the tea.
If you
Right.
can, enter through the city through the north. It's closer to her house.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Does your group have a name?
Don't say it.
Oh,
Why
I
not?
want to say it.
Because I want it to not be spread out too much yet.
What? Come
It does.
Come on, Cor. Cor.
Say what you want. I'll just
It
keep
does,
quiet.
and I put a finger on my lips. But that's our business.
We owe you your privacy. Thank you.
Besides, Yolantha doesn't know our group's name, so just mention our names.
Right. Come on, Philip. Kind of kicks him in. Kicks the horse with the sides of his boots. Everybody starts to get into the cart and pile off. And start to drive away.
I wave.
Oh, you know what?
I start walking in the direction that we are meant to be going.
Yeah, we're
I
still
follow-
going west.
I follow suit, and I'm just like, that could have gone really badly.
I know.
in
I
so
wanted to
many
deliver
ways.
a baby.
I am quite glad we did not kill a pregnant woman.
You know,
I'm quite glad of that too, but I'm also glad that we didn't
Also,
have to deliver an
I
old
will
child.
let you know right now, my first instinct is not to kill someone the moment that I see them.
Hey, my
Oh, well,
first
that
instinct
makes
is
one of
to
us.
be alive, and often that involves not putting your life at risk. Now, granted, if a giant flesh mob is coming at you, there's not much else to do.
Well, yes, but these are people.
Right, exactly. Creatures out there cooking, eating fish. I'm like, hey,
A single fish.
I like to eat fish. Maybe we've got that in common. I'm not just going to kill you.
Good
You know,
plan.
that's not how I roll.
this is how I roll.
I value freedom. If someone's robbing me of my freedom, I will
In a
take
sense,
them out.
they technically owe us a favor should they survive their way someplace.
I
safe.
hope
know-
we bump into them.
I'm hoping that it's just a karma sort
yeah,
of thing.
Yeah.
By the time we get back to Red Larch, if ever.
I don't know if it's karma if you're hoping that it's karma.
Look,
You know
I
who
told
I
you,
bump
everything in balance. Everything is just a means to an end anyways.
We're is this is the next morning, right? I guess we're walking while
Walking
talking.
and talking, yeah.
You guys are on your way towards the spire.
You know who
I
I
assume
bump,
it's taking us more time now that we have to
Try
walk.
again.
Yes.
Okay.
You know who I hope we bump into someday? That goblin we let on free at the very start of our adventures together. Do you remember that? Remember that?
No, I
remember
don't
that.
remember
I do
that.
remember that.
Did you just flashback us?
Maybe.
Well, if you flash back us, you weren't there.
I was
but-
there, so I'm like, why do you keep repeating? Why do you keep repeating? Remember that?
Why are you guys staring off into space?
I'm just like,
Where's this harp music?
what are you guys
coming
looking
from?
at? Are you guys thinking a montage?
So, you guys start to cut your way through the mountains, traveling peak through the peaks. Eventually, you see a large spire rising from a pillar of rock, high into the air, the tallest point in miles, built from white limestone and embellished in marble. The spire resembles a gleaming sword that pierces through the skies.
Oh.
There's a gatehouse on the opposite side of a small cliff, with its drawbridge shut, seeming to be the only point of entry to the spire. There's tall, wide windows encompassing the bottom level of the tower, absent only on the side with the gatehouse. There's a small circle of open stalls around the tower's foundation, where it meets the rock. Above each stall, the sculpture of a hippogriff in flight leaps from the tower's base.
Ooh.
Beneath Feathergale Spire to the east, a wide, gusty canyon yawns through the hills.
Yawn.
Looking around and taking in the beauty almost of this large spire sticking out of the sky, almost, you almost fail to notice the large winged beasts circling around the top of the spire.
Magic wand.
One of them starts soaring down in your direction.
Oh, look. It's
And that's where we'll call it.
Wait, can I
Oh, wow.
do one?
That's
Are we at
earlier
the
than I
gate?
thought.
You guys are starting to approach.
I wanted to request an audience with a specific person. Can I do that, or is it not going to happen in this setting?
It's coming down to you, so if you're gonna like cast a message or something like that, you can.
I'll use thaumaturgy. Oh wait, no.
Are we disguising ourselves?
Well, I am
I'm not.
right now.
Me
I'm
neither.
casting polymorph on myself to look like a very specific person,
Okay.
a human,
All right.
and then whoops, as the hippogriff with a rider. I'm assuming.
It looks to be a massive vulture
Oh,
being
Uh-oh.
ridden.
oh, okay, hold on. If that was the case, then I don't cast polymorph. I thought it was a knight.
Well, it is being ridden by something,
But it's not a hippogriff?
not a hippogriff. There's two large things circling in the sky. One of them stopped. The other one is coming down at you at a very rapid velocity,
Like an attack pattern.
diving at you.
I am not going to take that.
I'm not gonna cast.
Well, we
polymorph.
are pausing so we can decide how we want to or not want to take that, like, soonish.
I guess so.
It's not like reaching its claws out at you. It's just coming in your direction.
I just had a more dramatic
With purpose
ending
and
for a
intent.
knight, and I thought I would use it, but I'm not sure how to work it in.
The vulture swoops down, and the rider says, "Who are you three?"
I have my back turned to him, and then now I cast polymorph, and I turn around looking like a guy you guys have never seen before. I
Well,
say,
oh, wait,
I'm a human that you've never seen before.
Oh, okay, human.
And I turn around and I say, "My name is Laldor Pridewolf. I seek an audience with Savra."
That's where we'll end it.
Okay.
Damn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't even know
What
if she's here.
business does an elf, a man, and a dwarf have in the Ridmark?
Man.
Don't even know if she's here, but roll the
Wow.
dice.
If only I had my Mask of Many Faces ability for that moment.
I anticipated one of those things that happened today.
Was it this? Is this?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I get all
weapons
the charges
training,
back.
and I had everything else ready, but this turned out pretty cool, I think.
I agree.
You expected us to explore the monastery more, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah, that's you had a lot of encounters or something
Sorry.
going on there.
No, I don't care
Okay.
what you guys end up doing, but
I like how it went.
I like how it went. That was definitely really cool.
One thing I'm really liking about this, Chris,
everybody's
is
on
there's like
5.
Oh! I'm doing that right now.
and we didn't even have to birth and work.
Which is
one
a-
thing I'm really
I'm
liking
so
about
happy you
this
didn't
is
make me do
there's zero railroading. Like we can do whatever we want to do, and the consequences thereof. Sometimes we don't win the fights.
That's a really good thing, and that's a really bad thing about this book. Is that it's a pain in the neck to prepare everything, but I'm really glad that I had that road trip to cram a lot of this.
1d8, 1d8, 1d8. There we go.
Oh right, yeah. Let's hold on.
I'll level up my stuff in my own time.
I just
so
want
you
to
can
get.
you
I
can
just want to get
observe
my HP
me.
here.
I'll just do your hit die roll right now.
Sure. I actually don't remember what I roll for hit die, so hang on.
6. I rolled a 6.
It's actually just a 1d8.
spells.
What's that? 1d8?
Yeah, just 1d8. 1d8. Observe.
Level 5.
Chicken 8.
Yeah.
My man.
35
8
hit
plus
points.
Constitution.
What's your constitution modifier?
10. Oh, dude, I'm at 39 hit points.
Is that how that works?
What?
I just.
I have a constitution modifier too.
Oh, it did that automatically. Okay. Because I have a -1 for my constitution modifier.
Dude, that's the
35 hit
second time
points.
I've leveled up max hit that I could.
Awesome.
I don't remember what my max. I
Guys.
think my max HP was 27 before, because when I go level up, it automatically gives me more hit points, and I want to roll for it.
Oh yeah, you just do this. So like in the level thing, you go to manage HP and go to rolls. That's where I type in mine, and every time I just add whatever it is to my rolled HP, and then the modifier will do it itself.
So I have 15 from Constitution, which means that I had
Guys,
27 minus.
I have Eldritch Invocations,
Hey.
and I believe I'm gonna choose Agonizing Blast, which adds my Charisma modifier of +3 to my Eldritch Blast, so it's no longer just a D10.
Sorry it's so hot in here, guys.
I'm fine.
We haven't gotten the AC
No, we're
in.
good.
That's alright.
And Mask of Many Faces.
I now have 31.
This guy didn't get used.
Whoa.
That makes you sad, doesn't it?
Wait a minute. That's not 4 plus.
I'm really glad that
Constitution.
didn't happen. Because I would have tried to punch
Oh, I get new spells. Okay.
Oh, I've got
You don't mind if I do all this here now, do you?
Oh, cool.
What's my Constitution? If I was
You
27
wanna kick me
before,
out?
Huh?
I said, do you want to
What'd
kick
you
me
want?
out?
if I was
So I'm going to do
27
all my spells
before,
right now,
my
if you want. That's cool.
Constitution is 7.
Depends
That
on you
means I
want.
have
Okay, cool.
+3. So I just got a 4
Look at this.
plus
I love
3,
this. Is
so
my
I
favorite
should
thing ever.
add 7 to
At
27.
will.
So
Just
I should
by
have
itself, but they
34.
don't have to cast
Yes.
the spell for it. Yeah.
That is correct.
That makes me feel real sexy.
Yay!
Why am I still first level spells, though?
Okay, I'm at HP 34.
Oh, I don't get second level spells yet until
I don't
level
even
4
have to
now.
Google to find my way out of your house anymore. Because I've done this so many times.
Hooray!
Hooray, I know where I'm going.
Hoorah! Let me check the...
This is so... I love that we do this, by the way. Can I just say?
Yes! I get Darkness
Me too.
with my Infernal Legacy.
I'm going to let you know right now.
Infernal Legacy.
This thing, highly recommend.
What, that tablet?
Having a giant screen for this, oh, it feels so good.
I would remember to bring my tablet, but I don't remember things.
Oh, I get an extra spell, but I don't get a second level spell yet. Okay.
I am
That
totally
makes sense.
going to be redoing what spells I have.
Me too.
I'm going to be like, I've got a wand of magic missiles. I need 1 attack, and then everything else should be utility.
Yes,
Illusions, charms.
definitely.
Did you catch any of the pregnant orc woman?
No, I did not.
We were freaking
Oh
out.
my god, I want to give birth to this pregnant, or whatever it was,
We
the
should-
words I'm
We should
using.
probably pause that.
So what now?
Is it the
Yeah.
red button to
Yeah.
stop?
That's the red button, I think.